I just want you guys to understand that it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough. Okay, it has. I'm sorry that I'm tearing up like a baby. All the shit that happened to me and all the stress and the mental shit that I go through on a daily basis. Sometimes. On a daily basis. Stress. Sometimes. On a daily basis. Stress. Sometimes. Let's start at the beginning. Way back when the pig and the cockroach were involved in an experiment to make a new staple food source in the early 80s, inventing delicious hybrid six-legged pigs and nuclear bomb resistant bacon. On the cob, it failed. Mom and Dad found my ass inside a trash can. They discarded bug larvae, snorting, burping, farting, smelling worse than a Wendy's chili-filled cum dumpster. The couple picked me up, screaming, "What the fuck?" Figuring that their cat would use a new chew toy. I got adopted, passed off as a mutated human. Boy, I was raised by TV, wrestling, Chef Boyardee's, and unlimited supply of feline feces.
It's not true.
It's true. I got doo-doo-doos, dude. I got doo-doo-doos, dude. On to chapter 2, titled
Super.
Street Fighter 2, Autism Edition, obsessed with pretending I'm becoming the best. Instead, I failed the mission. Traveling the country, sucking at tournaments, getting laughed at like a traveling circus clown, blaming arcades literally every time. My brain's shut down. The drains, missing all my shots. My stormtroopers eating more shit than a pooper scooper. Always feeling like a gouty outsider. Till finally one day, I got 4th place in a Street Fighter game 4 people played. Now, look, listen, follow my logic. I was a troll, asshole, alcoholic, sipping gin and tonic, lying to the fact that ironic on top of idiotic. I was moronic, or paranoid, a chronic smoker, choking more often than a neurotic, Jared Leto's Joker. Why am I not? And then I ran away empty-handed. Both my friends I betrayed along the way. I monetized them to this very day. The straw that broke the camel's back for me. I was confronted once out in public about my threats to beat people with sticks, and I pulled my legs back behind my thorax and shit my pants and cried like a pig roach. Fat.
It's not true.
It's true. I got doo-doo-doos, dude. I got doo-doo-doos, dude. Curses, shit got worse and worse. The third verse hurts me even worse than the first. Just imagine wagging it, trying to relax, fulfilling your thirst, and blowing your load of Alfredo cheese sauce over a PG-13 YouTube stream. Riddle me this: do you throw in a towel, give up on YouTube dreams, turn off the computer, become a commuter to 9 to 5, earning an honest living, or choose the alternative, live life like a laughing stock, eternally existing as a narcissistic, perpetually begging micro cock?
It's not true.
It's true.
What the fuck did I do? What did I get myself into?
You're my 4th place trophy.
It's one of those days.
At least until the day for the alimony payments.
Yay!
I got doo-doo-doos, dude. I got doo-doo-doos, dude. Woo!
Welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and skeletons. I was kind of debating on what to play for that. We're going back in, we're going reverse. How you guys doing? Today is my third annual birthday stream. Been doing this for 2 years now, going on the 3rd one today. I wasn't sure what to do, but I came up with Quiplash. If you guys are familiar with King Jed's pre-streams, you know about Quiplash. Go ahead and join there. I made a custom game for Quiplash. We got custom prompts, DSP themed. And after that, if we get tired of playing Quiplash, I have Drawful 2, which is also a game that allows you to have custom prompts in it. But first, I guess we gotta address the elephant in the room, huh? There is a new featured news item on the front page of Kiwi Farms. It goes, Wings of Redemption A-Log, Wings 007, allegedly crashed his BMW street racing, severely injuring his infant son in the backseat. I don't know if this is true All we know really is that he did end up crashing his code. Hey Wings, how you doing? I'm just saying you might as well like put out a community post to let you know what's going on, because once you're being featured on Kiwi, it might be time to let people know. Go on the offensive, like tell people like, oh, it's those same people who are continuing to lie about me. Or I guess you could just play it up in order to bring viewers to the next Real Talk stream. I'm assuming this is fake. I'm assuming this has been doctored, because first off, I don't know why anyone in their right mind would admit this openly. That's hard to believe. But all we know is that the car did get crashed, and a lot of people are very, very upset by the news. Not your profile picture. Well, thank you, Wings007. So, yeah, I didn't believe it, because the Wings people like to lie about people. Thank you very much, Mind of the North Star. With that out of the way, I'm sure Kiwi Josh is going to talk about it on today's stream. Just like, if I were you, I would do a little bit of damage control. I would just make like a community post letting people know that like it's the same people lying again. That would at least convince some people. But I don't know, I guess you can do whatever you want to do. Anyways, with that out of the way, today I'm going to be playing some Quiplash, some Drawful, and then later on in the evening, I'm going to be playing some Lethal Company. How you guys doing? We got the VTubers up here. We got chat on screen. We got the notification list here, just in case anyone wants to drop a birthday present. You can join in Quiplash. Go to jackbox.tv. Put in the code SDLN. I have the custom DSP prompt list episode loaded. God damn it. Thanks. It's fine, we're on YouTube. If we're on Twitch, I would be a little bit more worried, but we're on YouTube, so we don't have to worry about getting banned, I guess. Get just demonetized. It's... Oh, come on. Like, I'm gonna have to read the name, though. I'm just gonna call you N-word boy. I'm just gonna say N-word. Hey, Arkham Edits. Hey, Media Ghost. Hey, Megamind. Hey, Mind of the North Star. Hey, Anlead. Hey, Not Important. Mallow's my best friend. Johnny Bravo. Dark Side Pig Roach. Get F word in the game. Hey, Delorio. Hey, Matt Roberts. Got 2 more slots open. Thank you, MKJ. Thank you, Red Animator. Thank you, Arkham Edits. Hope you guys are having a good day. I was watching the WPIG Supercard special. Let's get some more lo-fi in here. There we go. Some nice lo-fi chill background music as we play some Quiplash. Alright, the room is full. So let's go ahead and say everybody's in. Should we get volume here?
I am Schmitty, and the time for Quiplash is upon us. I'm sensing a lot of repressed anger in this group, mostly from me. So everybody back off and let's start the game. Remember, anyone who wants to join the
Narrative's
audience
on
can
point.
do so at any time by logging in with the room code.
Okay, here we go.
Here's
Round one.
You are about to see 2 prompts on your device. Type something hilarious or not for each one. Then everyone gets to decide if your answer is better than someone else's. Democracy at work. You'll score points based on the percentage of people who prefer your answer. Have at it.
Let's see, what's our first prompt?
Attention audience, while you wait for these annoyingly slow players, why not try the audience play along?
Oh no, I didn't even come up with ideas. I did write the prompts, but I didn't think of any answers. Now I'm kind of stumped. A great name for a parasitic worm that lives in your ear. That's the audience play along. Okay, I got my answers then. I think we got some good ones here. What other news have you guys heard of? I just wanted to talk about the 007 stuff, because that seemed to be the biggest issue that popped up recently today. What do you guys think of the recent happenings?
Time to share. First off,
You know what? I should get rid of the music in this.
okay, choose your favorite.
Keemstar's boxing match would be DSP versus either Black DSP or a crackhead. I should increase the time limit here, shouldn't I? I didn't even have time to vote. Yeah, I did talk a little bit about the Mom Max stuff. That was kind of funny. It's and kind of depressing too, because like how did someone like that even
Your next prompt is
gain the prominence that he did get? DSP if he were on the periodic table of elements. We got Idiocanium or the Facts of Life theme song. I think somebody put in a safety quip. I think I know who's gonna win that one. Yeah, I was actually playing Pal World a little bit earlier today. It looked really interesting. It's basically Ark Survival Evolved, but with Pokemon you can catch. And you don't just use the Pokemon for battle, they also help you out,
next.
like with base building and stuff. It's pretty interesting.
Vote
It's
on
in
your
pre-release, so it runs like crap. But aside from that, it's pretty fun. What would DSP call his sandwich-style shop? Man, I really do need to increase the time here. We'll do it on the next game. Cat's famous roast beef sandwiches. Of course wins. Super Quiplash.
Next on deck.
The name of a locale team of supervillains. The Legion of Coomers or the Legion of Dents? It really depends on what the team consists of. Ah, I lose. Dang it. It's kind of a rapid fire round to begin with.
Next one.
Other nicknames DSP's co-workers called him. Helicopter Goutman. Or who? Oh, you mean the lazy whiny guy. That's a tough one. I'm gonna go with the lazy whiny guy. Yeah, this is community style. I got Quiplash and I got Drawful with its own custom
Coming up next.
some custom prompts. I can't really talk much with this really short time limit. DSP's least favorite birthday present. A coupon or the tax man? Have you seen Willie Mac's video on Hassan? No, the only recent like lolcow news videos I've been watching were ones on Mama Max and his fake pedophile hunting thing, which is really freaking. It's stupid. Like the guy gets what, like over $10,000 a month for doing nothing.
Next in line.
It's like, what a world. Anyways, if DSP could declare a national holiday, beg all day, or the May 1st burst anniversary. Yeah, Hassan, that guy is. I only hear about him from like if you're familiar with Shanny for Christ, her husband Rev basically gets all his political news lately from Hassan. So he sounds even more dented than usual.
Vote now.
OIC's drag show name. Wow, that took a while for that notification to pop up. I gotta set the ultra low latency, don't I? But either penis cutter or oh hi Derek. I think oh hi Derek is one. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Or just like have someone call him to Dave Ramsey, just pretending to be DSP. Someone who knows a whole lot about the lore and just LARP. Okay, we got Bacon Bitch is our winner so far. We're on the round 2.
Here, so let's double the points and bonuses, shall we?
Round 2. Okay,
Try the audience play along while we wait for our players to finish.
This isn't on Twitch, this is on YouTube. Put a DoorDash. Oh, wait, I can't read that. No, that's cool, Grace. What are the odds? 1 in 365. I think those are the odds. I think that's literally what the odds are. Unless it's a leap year. Let's see. Well, I guess there is. Wait. I don't know. I maybe screwed that up. Yeah, there's 3.
Almost out of time.
It's like Pippa's answer. It's not 3 years, it's not 3 days, it's just literally the number 3.
These better be good. Starting us off.
What did DSP's friends say when they first caught him jacking it?
Use your device to pick your favorite.
Either disgusting fat pig or hot yoga. I'm not sure if hot yoga is an answer someone put in, but it kind of works, doesn't it? It's DDP yoga. Thank you, N-word boy, for not even putting in an answer. Really thank. Really useful.
Next prompt.
The name of Jenna's next porno movie.
And vote.
The Sloppy Second Special or the Gout Burst? I think I know what I'm gonna vote for. What do we got next? The name of the Mike Klum DSP documentary. OIC Earth, The Pig Roach Archives, or Pig Horse Man. It's a tough one. Big Horseman. Oh, it's a tie. Audience decides. They're the tiebreaker.
And next is
Derek's supervillain alter ego, the Twitter porn star harasser, or behold the evil kid diddler and Hogan Coomer. I thought it was funny during the Supercard stream. Meerkat brought up the fact that Cicero was Derek's favorite wrestler. And then someone mentioned maybe it's because he looks like one of his favorite male porn stars. So that was a good theory. Congrats, Bacon Bitch, running away with it.
next on the list.
Cat's pro wrestler name. Diabetio
Play
or Cat Attack? She's definitely going to end up with some medical problems if she doesn't get a handle on her DoorDash addiction. It's so crazy. She gave up being a fan of anime and Call of Duty, and instead is a fan of weekly restaurant trips.
and next.
How the FGC refers to DSP behind the scenes.
Okay, vote.
The fourth place legend or the ATM machine? I think I know what I'm gonna vote for. I think that was a good idea. ATM machine has won. Thank you, Inward Boy, for picking what everyone is voting for. I might have to set up go into the options. What a DoorDash driver doesn't want to hear. Ack, 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 snort bullshit, dude. Or, now guys. I'm not gonna give up my age. Older than I look, that's for sure. Ack, 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 snort bullshit, dude, from Citrus Swift. I got nothing.
Moving on.
Cat's favorite reality TV show, My 600-Pound Life, or Horsewives of Seattle. Wow, those are both good. Damn, that's a tough choice. Yeah, me and Alt we were talking about old TV shows like Family Matters and Saved by the Bell. So we do have
That's
similar
all for
tastes when
round
it comes
two.
to
Let's see where the points went.
the old classic TV shows. Bacon Bitch is doing well at number 1 again.
This is round 3, the last lash. One final chance to catch up, and everyone gets the same prompt this time.
Acrolash.
Make up a phrase that goes with this acronym.
KLC. Really? Oh no. Oh no. My answer, I'm thinking people can guess. Hey, that's pretty good, Snood. I don't know if you put that one in. KLC.
The Let's see what you've wrought. It's round 3, so you've got 3 medals to award. A gold, a silver, and a
It's
bronze.
Ludwig
Make your
cock.
picks.
Cat loves cum. Cat's long chins. Cat's lucky cussy. Can't lack cantant. Cat's legs cut off. Cat loves calories. Or cat licks clum. I'm gonna say clum. Hmm. Hmm.
All right, let's see where those medals went. Bronze. Here's the silver. And the gold. Medals are nice, but points are even nicer, so...
Hey, Grimy Goblin. How's it going? Just playing some party games. Yeah, it looks like I won it.
It's over. Let's see the final scores.
Cat's legs cut off. That was pretty good. 4th place! I got 4th place, and LGA is the winner. Congratulations. Good job. Alright. New players. Let me fuck with the options here. Alright, let me mess with the options here a second. Let's see. Audience on, audience play along, extended timers on, family friendly, there we go, we can be sensitive to the names here. You can up the amount of players? No, you can only reduce it. Top is 8, okay. Okay, that should be enough. Well, that means you can't cuss. Alright, I'll turn that off then. Just watch it with the names. Okay, let me set it to make your own. One moment. Okay. Alright, there it is. Room code is MMMG. Pretty easy to remember. Yeah. It is by the same people who made You Don't Know Jack. And a lot of other games, including Drawful. Which we're going to play that afterwards, after this. We got Delorio, we got Dinkelberg, Media Ghost, MKJ, LGA, Nerd Brew, and we got room for one more person. No, Keffels didn't ratio my latest animation. That was fun though. I made that in basically in one stream. I do like animating. Animating is a lot of fun. I wish I could just animate all day, but YouTube really hates animation. You're either has-been hotel or I don't know. Did you hear about that guy who paid like $50,000 for a 30-minute just like fantasy fulfillment animation about him and like a cartoon character? Man, that would be nice to get paid $50,000 for 3 minutes of animation. Sadly, there's no YouTube employment section. There's no like section on YouTube to apply for things like that. Because man, like I would need a chemical shower like from the people from Chernobyl. I would need like a complete scrub down after animating something like that. But for 50K, I think I'll tolerate it. Do a couple of those a year, you'd be good to go. Alright, we got room for one more player if you want to join in. Fake story. Is it fake? What's the truth then? How much did he pay? There's a thing about that OnlyFans guy. Are you saying like the tattoo that he got of her was fake too? Alright, and we got Kiwi Josh here. Okay, everybody's in. Let's get things going. To say anything party game.
It's time for Quiplash with your host, Josh Schmitty Schmitzenstein. Who's me? Oh, that's me. I'm Schmitty. I knew that. I don't want to make this weird, but one of you is my secret crush. I know. Try not to freak out.
Ooh la la.
Ada, Ada.
Ada. One. The more folks who choose your answer.
Thank you,
the more
Rockman
points you
Raiden.
get. Go.
Or Rockman Raiden, depending. Alright, what do we got here? Get your answers in. Hey Marin, how's it going? I'm doing good. DSP's least... Oh shit, I have to resist the urge to say these out loud. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you guys hanging out for this. Yeah, I like that one too. After this we have Drawful, which is kind of like this, but with some sketching, some drawing. We might have some fun with that. There we go.
Let's take a look. First up.
Oh man, that sucks. Marin, hopefully you,
Okay, everybody pick your favorite.
hopefully you're feeling better. Alright, we got Derek's supervillain alter ego. We got Negacoomer or the Coomer. So you got the Coomer or his arch nemesis. I thought I made the timer longer. That one seemed kind of short.
Next.
If DSP were a carnival ride, we got the Wheel of Gout or Gouted House. What would be the Gouted House? You walk in and you're just like tripping over crystals. Why is it ending the minute I pick one? Guess because everyone already picked.
Next on the list.
What a DoorDash driver doesn't want to hear.
Vote now.
Either snort, my wife is hungry today, so, or are you a mature adult? What do people pick? It's a tie. Straight up tie.
Next.
How the FGC refers to DSP behind the
Vote
scenes.
on your devices.
Can't block Davey or jackass of a boss. He's not a boss. I think someone got that confused with the co-worker question. Wow, it's a sweep. Sorry, Media Ghost.
Moving on.
DSP's least favorite birthday present: cat's attention or panda leaving. It's kind of the same thing, huh? Not that far off. Cat's attention 1.
Next on deck.
The name of DSP's favorite Catholic nun.
Put in your votes.
Spiders or DoorDash Daisy. I'm sure there were a lot of creative potential answers for that one. Safety question. DoorDash Daisy wins. I guess Nerd Brew ran out of time. That's fine.
And next is
DSP if he were on the periodic table of elements.
vote now.
Na is the symbol for sodium, by the way, aka salt. I think this is another Nerd Brew answer where we ran out of time. That's fine. Safety quip. Who voted for... Okay.
Next prompt.
The name of Jenna's next porno movie.
Okay.
Crack
vote.
and Fat Sisters, or the Seattle Sniffers. Oh no. I hate to think who else would be starring in the Seattle Sniffers. Crack and Fat. That'd be funny. It'd be like one of those cartoons with like... You got the skinny hoodlum and the big fat goon. Be like the Odd Couple.
Round 1's done. Let's see who's in the lead.
I'm not near the top of the leaderboard.
Round 2 time, and to make it interesting, I'm doubling all the point values. You heard me.
Let's see. What do we got? Ah, these are tough. Thank you, Andrew's Pack. What are the odds? So many same birthdays. Guess not that unlikely.
Hurry, hit the safety quit button if you can't think of something.
There we go.
Let's see what
Someone
we
ran
got.
out of time.
First one.
Thank you, Andrew's Pack again. Alright, Team Star's boxing match would be DSP versus Tax Evasion or Amberlynn. I wonder who would win that. I think Amberlynn might actually win that fight. You know what was crazy about that Mike Klum documentary is that Boogie was listing the expenses for the boxing match, and like the trunks, like the shorts he was wearing was like $350. I had to pause and be like, what the fuck?
Next one.
Why did his shorts cost so much? For one use? Alright, how would DSP get dishonorably discharged? Used up all the coffee creamer, or by declaring war on Argentina? It's a pretty good one. I gotta go with that one. There's a notification.
Next in line.
A game mechanic the DSP would outlaw. Anyone more skilled than me matchmaking, or boss fights without checkpoints. It would just save every time he did damage to the boss. That way if you died, you could just pick up during the fight. It'd just be auto-saving. But then what if you're low on health, huh? I won that one.
Next up.
The most offensive thing Derek would say at a eulogy.
Vote on your devices.
Does she have an OnlyFans, or, you know? Eric, no.
Next in the hopper.
What did DSP's friends say when they first caught him jacking it?
Hey,
Fourth place porn star or KYS? I'm sure they were very traumatized.
moving on.
If DSP could declare a national holiday. Oh no. Good job.
And next.
What Dents would call their recovery support group.
Ready, set.
Wheelchairs Anonymous or WWE Wales Anonymous. Got great minds that think alike over here. A tie, of course. Because they're basically the same.
Coming up next.
I tried my best with these prompts. DSP's job if he lived in the caveman era. An ass sitter or the fire watcher. This is to make sure the fire is still burning. Let's make sure it doesn't go out. Sitter. Not bad, Delorio.
We've reached the end of round 2. Let's see what happened.
Who's winning? MKJ is still winning.
It's round 3, the last lash. I've got one prompt left, and you're all getting it. Complete the comic.
It's her favorite endangered species. That's tough. It's the best I could come up with. Can't give away my answer.
Let's see the responses.
What do we get?
Give out your medals now.
Pandaree, the bloated kit, the immobilized whale, save the whales, DSP's credibility, the cat that can fit through a door, the dying working man, or hippopotamus. Alright, I got my 3 in. Oh my god, we're being so mean. DSP's gonna be like, I can't do this documentary anymore. They were playing Quiplash and they were making fun of my wife.
Okay, who's taking home some medals? Bronze. Show me the silver. And gold.
Oh
Let's
man,
melt those medals down for
I got
points.
destroyed. Oh well. I did like hippopotamus.
That's the game. Let's see the final scores.
Dang. Won all 3 rounds. Congrats. Very nice. Alright, let's try and get some new players. Yeah, MKG cheats. You saw me in yesterday's Twitch stream where I was making up the prompts, I guess. Came up with his own ideas. We got Suburban High, we got Pig Watcher. I think we'll play one more, then we'll switch over to Drawful. Then I don't know, I might show off my Cult of the Lamb, the Tractor Cult. Who knows what we can do? It's up in the air. Just hang out and do whatever. Just hang out and talk and chat. Or whatever. Maybe catch a pre-stream. Thought it was really funny. We had that picture of Kat wearing the Modern Warfare hat and the Goku t-shirt. But nowadays you ask her, hey, do you like Call of Duty? And she's like, no, it's stupid. Do you like anime? No, I don't. But what do you watch? Reality TV shows. And then later in the same stream, she's like, we're not real big reality TV watchers. And it's like, what? All of her interests have just been like hypnotized out of her. All she cares about is the restaurant trips. Yeah, just like it's gotten rid of. She's a lot less likable. Is something I said during the watch along with Alt Insider. Like she used to collect katanas. Like she's like, I'm not a weeb. You're not a weeb, huh? You want to go to Japan because you played Persona 4, which is like one of the most weeb things anyone could ever say. But you're not a weeb. That's okay. I guess we'll take your word for it. We got room for one more participant. if anyone would like to join. Room code is KCTX. Connecticut, Texas. No, but that's not Connecticut, that's Kentucky. Kentucky, Texas. KCTX. Connecticut doesn't start with a K, you idiot. Kentucky. Or I guess we can just get it going. Yeah, it's just like... Hey Aquateel, how's it going? Thank you. Hope you're having a good day. We're just playing some party games. Alright, I'll call it. That's enough people to join in. Alright, what do we got? I'm not 50.
This is Schmitty. Please hold. I want all of you to loosen up and just have fun out there. But be funny. This is round 1. The more people who vote for your answer, the better your score. Let's go.
What do we got? There we go. Has Keen said anything about the Mike Klum doc? I don't know. He might have talked to him and just doesn't want to talk about doing it. Haven't talked to him, but I'm sure he will at some point get his own interview. As well as RTU, all the usual suspects. Possibly even Wings, I'm guessing. Maybe Boogie. That'd be my guess.
Hurry up. Use a safety quip if you can't think of anything.
Hurry up! 10, 9, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, I agree. RTU isn't too many things. Like, he gets treated like
The first prompt is
he's not a lolcow. Just because he has a lot of subs. Oh no! Dang it. That one was ruined.
up next.
What DSP would call his sandwich style shop? God damn it! People are getting some free points here.
Next in line.
The first person Cat would cheat on DSP with. One of the DoorDash drivers or Morning After Kill. What do you think? The first real choice in the round. I don't know. I think it's a bit overdue for DSP to get like an actual camera crew showing up to the Snort Fort and recording him in high def. I think everyone's pretty much just okay with it happening. There's no real detractor civil war going on between it happening and it not happening. At least as far as I can tell. God! And that was not even like a... It's not even a thought out answer. Thank you, Bullet. Much appreciated. Other nicknames DSP's co-workers called him? Alright. I guess people aren't down for playing this much.
Moving on.
They're just joining and quitting. If the purge happened, how would DSP go out? Ronnie McNutt style. Or DSP wouldn't die. Pig Roach lives forever. In my opinion, there would be like a line outside of the Snort Fort. I'm in the minority.
And next,
Which challenge would make DSP rage quit Fish Tank Live? Not kissing Airsoft Fatty, or looks like a safety quip. Underpaid librarians. That seems random. Yeah. At least I got that one.
that's the end of round one.
End of
Let's
round
take a look at
one.
the scores.
Third place.
Round two is pulling into the station.
being
with
cheated.
Double the points and bonuses.
Okay, what do we got? There, I got my answers in. Not very good. I'm trying. I wonder what we got in the sub box. We got Audentum, who's been killing it.
Clock's running out. Think fast or use a safety quit.
What games have y'all been playing? I tried out Pal World a little bit today. Just basically got through the tutorial. It's looking kind of fun.
Cards on the table. Prompt number one is
DSP's name if he were a Metal Gear boss.
okay. Select your
Slick Hulk Hogan or the Slothful. That's cool, you're playing a lot of Battletech. Let's see. Sea of Stars is good. I played that one pretty non-stop on my stream. It's really cool. You just beat Baldur's Gate 3, that's cool. I was doing terrible at that.
next.
The opening line of DSP's valedictorian speech. Throat clear, snort, nail bite. Oh, the camera's on. Camera's been on the whole time, huh? Hello. What's the tough one? Nice. Been playing Tears of the Kingdom. I did like the look of that one.
Next
It's
prompt.
pretty creative. Next, that being said, viewer competition. Neo Geo Porta Super Turbo Tournament. Wow. That would be kind of interesting, huh? Just play the most broken version of Street Fighter you can find. And just have a competition. Or a whimsy. Should like have a competition of like the most jacked up Mugen on Fightcade. Just to the so messed up that skill isn't even a factor. This is nothing but jankiness.
Next Next on the list.
Cat's pro wrestling finishing move. Adult contemporary. Or sit on you sumo. Gotta go with that. That being said, competition. Spend as much as you can on WWE Champions. Highest number wins. Sponsored by Scopely. They would finally get their sponsorship they've been looking for. Adult contemporary almost seemed like a calculated answer, and it's a safety clip.
Next one.
The name of a locale team of supervillains.
Okay.
The Unpaid Moderators, or the Autismo Club. These are all good. I was playing a little bit of Outer Worlds, but then it disappointed me too much, so I just uninstalled it. So I'm just gonna play something else. To try a newer game. The Jannies.
And next is
The name of the Mike Klum DSP documentary.
Vote
Disgusting Beggar on Cam, or The King of Hateful Slurs. I wonder what it will be called. Call it 15 Years of Failure. Just double down on the Turkey Tom video name instead of 10 Years of Failure. 15 years of horrible, awful, disgusting, hateful failure. Make it really long, like a meme title.
next in the hopper.
The closing line of DSP's valedictorian speech. Oh, well, I got lucky there. Going easy on
Round
me.
2 is over. Let's see who came out on top.
Still third.
We've made it to round 3, the last lash. Focus up because you're all answering the same prompt. Finish writing this comic.
This cost $35 million. What's so special about it? Oh no. Oh shit. I think I know what all our answers gonna be. We're all gonna pick like the same answers. Like the winner is gonna be who can say the same thing the funniest way.
We're ready to look. Choose who gets a medal now.
A lot of people who quit. It contains a bunch of wrestlers. OIC gave it to me. As you can see, my webcam has superior quality. Or that represents 15 years of hard labor and do. Should have made a Project 7 joke. Twelve, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's bring out those medals. Bring out the silver. And now the gold. All right, let's turn that
Oh,
into
no.
gold hard points.
I lost that one. That's what everyone was gonna say. It
And
stars
we're finished. Show me those
wrestlers.
final
That's why it
scores.
costs so much. Stuck at third. Oh, I see the winner. All right. Let's see if we can get the drawing version of this up. Let me hide this for a moment. Let me get Drawful running. Because I've got even more custom prompts for that game. It's another web-based game, much like Quiplash. Just go to jackbox.tv and put in the room code. And that's how you join in. There we go. Let's see. Did I turn off the audio? No, hold on. Let me check my audio here. There it is. Extended timers, yes. I thought about having a recap of the year, but I don't know, I didn't get very far. I've only got like 3 or 4 months of it. Everyone else pretty much did a pretty good year-end recap. Let me get the custom game loaded. Let me hide this for a second. There we go. Room code is JQKE. Strong little caricature.
Hello! 400-pound model. Thank you, Mike T. Thank you, Linda Deranged. Thank you, Bullet. Thanks. Turn the volume down a little bit. About half.
like Media Ghost is still drawing his avatar. Room code JQKE if you want to join in. I put in a lot of custom prompts. Oh no! I wonder what Swastika's avatar is gonna look like. You'd miss an opportunity if you didn't just... There it is, doing the thing. Why not? Got room for one more if you want to join. If you'd like. This is a custom game. It's gonna be a lot of fun. DSP Institute joining in. We got Iron Pill, Why Am I Toxic, 400-pound model, me, Media Ghost, Swastika, and LGA_OIC. There we go, everyone's in.
3, 2, 1.
Salutations and welcome to Drawful. 8 players? Sweet. I live for the big crowds. Let's get away from this menu screen, huh? All right. If you look at your devices right now, you should see a secret prompt just for you. Something odd or funny, like Irish wristwatch or 11 benevolent elephants. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send. You'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, go! Do it!
Doodling is fun.
And hey, it's never too late to join the audience. Or actually, sometimes it is too late, but it's not too late yet.
Oh!
Having fun with the drawing.
Uh-oh, only 30 seconds left to finish your drawing. Maybe you should just hit send
Ding.
now so you don't take too long and miss your
Ding,
chance.
ding, ding.
All right, your drawings are in. Let's take a look.
Alright, what do we got?
Now, take a wild guess at what the prompt for this title could be.
Hello!
25. 40. 35. 30. 25. Oh! 20. 15.
And here are your choices. One of them
All right,
is
what do
the
we got?
real title.
Got Helicopter Company, Era DSP, Helicopter Picky, Pig Wedgie, Regarded Bear Outside, Pig Spark of Inspiration, Pigcopter, or Pigcopolis.
Oh.
Now.
35. 30.
Hello!
Let's see what people picked.
Hello!
Nuh-uh. Ding, ding, ding. No, sir. Ding. Sorry. Ding.
It's an interesting game.
Wrong. Ding. Ding, ding. Cha-ching.
Nice. What is this?
And now, this one. Enter your titles now.
Hello!
This one's a bit more creatively licensed.
Oh.
Oh, I better change the currently playing.
25.
Drawful.
15.
Come on! Typing time is almost... And here are your choices.
Hmm.
25.
Hello!
35. 30.
Inflated planet-sized ego.
25.
OIC's ultimate goal. I'm a regard doob. Planet Dent.
20. Oh.
Helicopter Pig
And
Company.
here are your picks.
Cat destroys Earth.
No way. Ding, ding. Not it. Ding. No. Ding, ding, ding. Oh. Ding.
OIC's ultimate goal.
Cha-ching.
What is this?
Let's take a look at our next drawing.
I wonder.
55. 50. 25.
Hello!
40.
Might play some Gartic Phone after this.
35. Oh.
This game might have a few issues.
25. 20. 15.
Quick, type. Here are your choices.
DSP Isekai intro. Wheelchair racing. Sup my ooses, it time go. Wheelchair donations. Jaded Piggler.
40.
Official logo of DSP Dent League.
Hello!
35.
cripple student or push that bitch off a mountain.
30. 25. 20. Oh. 15.
These are fun.
Pick an answer.
5.
And here are your picks.
Ding, ding.
Not unexpected.
Uh-uh. Ding. Sorry. Ding. Oh. Got it. Ding.
Actual answer.
Ding, ding. Cha-ching.
Nobody voted for mine.
Speak. Ding.
It's the next one.
Okay, the next drawing.
That's a tough one.
55.
Hmm.
50. 25.
What could that be?
35. 30. 25. 20.
And here are your choices.
Itchy Vest Corner Demon made Phil wear. DSP Fart DoorDash Driver Aftermath. Phil's Postal Day. Hitting the tip goal. Super Villain Derek. Taking out the trash. Empty Box Giveaway. Or Kent's Amish Exorcism.
30.
And here are your picks.
No. Ding.
It does kind of look like a corner demon.
Wrong. Ding, ding, ding. No, sir. Ding, ding. Oh,
Oh, that's what that
ding.
is. Super Villain Derek.
Cha-ching.
Fifth place.
Type in a title now.
Hmm.
55.
I think we know what that is.
50. 25. 40. 30. 25.
How World about to sell outsell Thank you, Joe Murray. Appreciated.
15.
Nice. Think I'll have a drink myself later.
Okay, here are
What
your
is
choices.
it? An RTU stream, RTU's average stream. Ket goes to a nude beach. No shirt, it's a strip stream then. No vest money for you, bacon. Naked fat bitch. Bug. Or Phil's fat man boobies.
30.
Yeah, Yeah, Power World does seem like a lot of fun. I might have to stream playing a little bit of that.
Oh!
15.
Select an answer. Come on.
Hello!
Okay, who picked what?
No way. Ding.
Thank you, Chill Murray, again. For super chatting in non-Argentinian pesos. Thank you, Aces Wind.
Oh!
Ding. No, sir. Ding, ding, ding.
Ah, that's what that was.
Cha-ching.
DSP Institute is winning. What is it?
Put in your titles now.
What could it be?
25. 40. 35.
Hope you're all doing well as well.
25. 20. 15.
Oh! Come on!
I think that might be. I think that may be Kat.
5.
She's looking lovely. Yep, I drew that.
And here are your choices.
A mixed metaphor. Ludwig lives rent-free in DSP's head. Allegory. Cat thinking about Superwoman's house. Cat's hopes and dreams. DoorDash driver sees it's DSP's house again. The dreams of getting some china. Cat thinking it was better before Phil regret. These are all pretty good.
20. 15.
Just tap any button.
5.
And here are your picks.
Cat thinking about
Oh.
Superwoman's house.
Ding.
That was a pretty big house. If you saw it on Google Maps, she did have it way better.
Ding, ding. Nuts. Ding.
Hello!
That was the answer. That's what I put.
Cha-ching.
It's supposed to be her thinking about Japan. Don't you think? Hey, Frog Machine. What is this?
Type in a convincing title now.
Uh,
55. 50.
Hello!
25.
like Fat Cat on the shoulder. Hey, Barrett Wells. Thank you. Hope you're all having a good day as well.
35.
This has been a lot of fun.
30.
Later on today, I'm going to be playing Lethal Company
25.
in a separate stream
20.
with Ann
Oh.
Leet and William the Alchemist and some other peoples.
15.
won't be as interactive.
I'm serious. Time is up.
Thank you, Shark Sugar.
Here are your choices.
Thank you, Infidel Castro. Much appreciated.
25,
Okay, what do we got to choose?
40. Oh,
Like cat fantasizing about being smaller than Phil.
25, 20,
That's a pretty good one.
15,
Pick something.
5,
And here are your picks.
You've been hypnotized, cat.
no. Ding.
Thank you, Oswald, the Bell driver.
Oh,
Much appreciated. Thank you for all the love, everybody. You guys making me feel good.
wrong. Ding, ding, ding.
Ban World Lord.
Ding. Ding.
I like how the actual prompts rarely get...
Ding.
They rarely win. That's fine. Not surprising.
And now, this drawing.
What could that be?
55,
Hmm.
50, 45, 40, 35,
Hello!
Of course.
30, 25, 20, 15,
Hurry up, people. Just
Thank you.
type something in.
Appreciate it.
5,
Thank you, everyone.
And here are your choices.
Happiness? Belch. Oh, excuse me, that was disgusting. Dick Face streams again. Oh, hi, Derek.
oh,
Phil offers Derek to be third wheel. Stroke mouth. Seeing Derek donating $100. Or Coplav.
30,
People can, of course, pick whatever they want.
Hello!
20, 15,
Choose something.
5,
And here are your picks.
Dick Face streams again.
ding,
Oh, hi, Derek.
no way, ding, sorry,
Stroke mouth doing well.
nuh-uh, ding, ding,
It's okay if you can't draw. You still have fun.
Hello!
oh,
The winner, DSP Institute. Yay. Oh, I see. Alright, how about new players? Okay. Let's see. Get some people into play. Another intricate avatar drawing session. Putting a lot of detail into this one. Since I got time.
Hello!
I've got 2 slots open. What? Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Razor. Thanks for the round, Ludwig. You have a good one. You too as well. We're gonna be restreaming Phil. I think so, yeah. I think we're gonna have to tune into the pre-stream. Is he live yet? No, he's not in chat either. Let's see, I wonder if I can put a game on the screen as we're tolerating the sewer level podcast.
Oh!
Alright, we got 2 slots open. If people want to join. Room code is GFJS. Oh, we got the guitar intro going. I'll pause this. That way we got plenty of the skip juice when we go to watch the pre-stream. Thank you, Be Awesome One, for the membership renewal. What does DSP call it? You're popping your 10-month membership. I don't know why he says it that way. Popping your 10-month. It sounds gross, like everything he does. Alright, let's just say everyone's in. Let's do this round and then we'll watch the sewer level
Boom! It's Drawful
shenanigans.
time! 7 players. I like the sound of that. Let's get going. Okay, awesome. Second game. I don't have to explain the rules again, right? Don't answer that. Just draw.
go.
Hello!
Oh!
Yeah, the clothing change that the DSP has picked recently has been really lame. Look at him. This is not an upgrade in your wardrobe. At least it's not the upgrade that you think it is. It's pretty terrible.
30-second warning. Finish up and hit send. This game will be a lot less fun if you don't get your drawing in.
Ding, 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 ding.
And you like how it's not wearing anything under the button up, so when the buttons get pulled apart,
Great.
you can
All the pictures are in.
see the pig skin underneath.
Enter your titles now.
What do we got here? Looking very piggy.
Oh!
35.
What is it?
25. 20.
Here are your choices.
Thanks for the money, dummy. No! Save the pig, the game. Human gouged modern abacus. Just missing the tip skull. I want the money and the money is mine. Or crying daily on YouTube.
35. 30.
Oh!
25.
Aw, man. How'd it get disconnected? Come on. Got disconnected and it ended the game. God damn it. My connection has been really good lately. That's a bummer. Okay, I'm gonna have to end the round. Let's switch over to the... Damn it, let's switch over to the sewer level podcast. Let's rewind a little bit. That way we can skip ahead when we need to.
But you know what? The power of Satan compelled you to give me a fucking $1, and I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you for the contribution. Meerkat and the TBS guys tipped a Satan $1. And what do we got here? Pause that. Unmute that.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Phil here,
everyone.
And we are ready to start a brand new streaming week, and what a week it's going to be.
What a week.
The final week before the first major new releases of 2024. But just in particular, on today's
Watching
show,
the sewer
we
level
are
podcast.
Stacked. We've got the Xbox
It's
Developer Direct
stacked,
to talk
dude.
about.
We got a lot to talk about. It
How
won't
about
be
the
just
surprising and
meandering.
shockingly successful launch of Pal World today.
Pal World.
And Phil's day off. Plus many more things to talk about.
Phil's
So,
day off,
ladies
including
and gentlemen,
going
I will see
to
you
a restaurant.
momentarily for today's first of the week episode
Of the Level 1 podcast. Thank you, Phil. All right, we can skip this intro. Fart, fart,
Alrighty, good
fart.
morning,
Awful intro.
Alrighty, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the
Good
show.
morning,
Today
Phil.
is Friday, the 19th of January, 2024. I'm DSP. Chat is saying I'm looking quite sharp today, of course, in my
They're
nice
lying to you.
button-down shirt and my Zelda Breath of the Wild pajama pants, the ultimate professional.
Wow, you got to
on
ruin the
and
dressed up look by
I'm very
telling
excited
everyone
for this week because
you're wearing
number
pajamas.
One, finally, the cold is gone, and we're back to normal, moderate temperatures here in Washington State.
All right,
so
here's the
it'll be
game we
freezing
can look
all
at.
week. Number two, because this week is the final major week before major new releases.
Slay the
they actually
Spire.
come out exactly 1 week
We don't
from
need
today.
DSP to be very visible, do we?
So in this exact same time and place next week, we'll be playing 2 new games on the same day, which is going to be very, very exciting.
Very,
right?
very exciting.
But usually, you would say, oh, the week before a major release week is going to be slower. Oh, no. We've got a lot going on this week. Just between this shocking release of Pal World that came out of nowhere and everyone seems to be enjoying it. It's like a viral meme on the internet.
Does that mean he's going to play it? Because he doesn't play viral memes, right?
Finishing up Resident Evil 0, continuing on with more Baldur's Gate 3, and my final sessions of Street Fighter 6 before the game finally goes on a hiatus for the first time in over 7 months. We've got a heck of a lot going on this week. We do. I mean, we've got so much to talk about. Like I said, yesterday was the Xbox Developer Direct. And they talked about 5 different video games, of which I will talk about this morning, because both Kat and I watched it together last night, and I want to tell you.
Yeah, it's true. It's on Game Pass, so he's probably more likely to play it.
But in addition, obviously, my day off was yesterday. I'd like to talk a little bit about that, because you guys like to hear about what I do on my day off.
Not really.
And also,
Black hair.
We got some other stuff going on that I'd like to give you guys updates on. All right, so we got a heck of a lot happening right now, and it's going to be a jam-packed podcast. So
I've already said that.
Say this. If you're a fan, if you're someone who's interested in all the stuff going on, just sit back and relax today.
And give me your money.
To go and talk about. All right, should be a good show.
Okay, cool. I mean, you can get to it, though.
Show of the week. It's usually always
quit meandering.
Lots of stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
Before we get to this coming week and everything going on, I feel like what we should do is start at the beginning, which would be to recap what I did on Wednesday. Then we can get to the Phil's Day Off segment, recapping the Xbox Direct, and then we can get to the schedule ahead for this week, because we got a lot of interesting stuff going on this week that I want to tell you about, okay? All right.
Oh, boy. You're already boring.
So let's start back on Wednesday. My last day that I was here and streaming for you guys was an interesting one, okay?
Okay, whatever.
Basically, I revealed to you the true full story of what happened with those gifted memberships.
A lot of people already guessed what it was before you revealed it.
I told the full story.
So it's not really a reveal.
In a nutshell, someone is abusing YouTube's system and found a loophole, an exploit, to basically act like they're from another country.
They're just using regional pricing, Phil. That's all that's going on.
Conversion rate error, and they're acting like they're from certain countries. And by the way, this is not just me. People have been doing this all across YouTube for months. They go to channels and they start gifting super chats and memberships, and people get so excited for it because they think, wow, look, my channel's getting all this support. Come to find out, because of this exploit,
no one's freaking out but you, Phil.
Everything at an insane discount. So imagine if you walked into the grocery store and you loaded your cart with $500 of groceries, and when you go to check out, you just hand the cashier a coupon that says, oh, actually, you only have to pay $1 for your whole cart of groceries.
It's like a restaurant, dude. It's like a sandwich shop.
What they're doing is a loophole. It's not intended by YouTube to be that way. It's a mistake. So
yeah, it's not how it is.
They came to my
It's like if the restaurant accepted the coupon.
Memberships, then another person did 100, then another person did 50. It's probably the same person.
He's just freaking out because he's already spent the money that he thought he was going to get from the memberships. That's the only reason he's freaking out. He's already blown the money he thought he would get from those memberships in WWE Champions.
Obviously, I'm not getting.
So he's having a tantrum over it.
Memberships, so I'm not going to put them on my leaderboard.
No one else cares because they don't like blow their money before they even see it show up in their account, Phil.
Okay.
You're the only person with this problem.
So there you go.
There you go.
Anyway. I talk about the entire thing in detail back on Wednesday. Give that a look. But moving forward, I'm going to be more skeptical. And I already said, if I identify people who are from this country that...
You can't, though.
Country, no one
How would you know? How would you know where people are from who are gifting subs?
I don't care. Already, they tried it the other night, and I just instantly banned, and I'm not...
No, you didn't, because you didn't even know where they were from. But sure, just lie to people.
So...
By the way, what country are you from who gifted the subs? You better tell me now, and you better not lie to me.
By the way, Narco Analysis, you're an idiot, and now you're going to get banned.
Oh,
you're gonna
7 people...
It's not an error. Do you think, realistically, you're going to get banned?
Who got banned?
That being said, by the way, Narco Analysis, you're an idiot.
Narco Analysis. Do we see that person in chat? Not an error. It's due to being in another country, the same way people buy games in other countries and redeem them here. That person got banned for saying that. What a nice guy. DSP is on his utmost best behavior because he's being filmed for a documentary, and this is the way he behaves.
That being
just banning people.
By the way, Narco Analysis, you're an idiot, and now
You're an idiot.
because you're going to contradict me. He says it's not an error.
How dare
Do
you contradict
think,
me?
Realistically, that in one country, someone should be able to spend $1 and buy a house?
It's an intangible
idiot.
good, you fucking
No, it's an
moron.
error. You stupid dunce. That's the dumbest
You're a
thing I've ever
stupid
heard.
dunce.
Anyway,
You're the
let's
one
continue.
equating a house to
I'm not gonna
fucking
entertain any more
a couple
stupidity
dumb
from you.
emotes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So after talking about that, we jumped back
goofball.
into Baldur's Gate 3, and
What a
Baldur's
bitter
Gate 3
little shit.
was really good on Wednesday because we finally finished the Underdark.
By the way,
and
it's
moved on to whole
a
new
symptom
area,
of autism that you're incapable of
which was a
formulating
mountain pass.
valid
The mountain pass has this big fort in it
analogies.
that I guess is like supposed to be like a monastery, but once you finally go,
Just throwing that out there. Who you banning now, buddy?
you find it's the Gith Yankee, or Gith for short.
Uh-huh,
base.
yeah,
And
sure.
So all of because she's
Talking about
actually
Baldur's
weathered
Gate.
movies. If you didn't see it.
Just ignoring
Now,
chat
Wednesday
and
night,
talking about
me and
Baldur's
my wife,
Gate.
Kat, and our pet Jasper, all here hanging out, answering
Cool.
your questions. Now,
She looked like she hated it, Phil.
allow me.
She looked like she would rather be anywhere else. She was looking at the door more than she was looking at you, Phil.
Literally. I
Literally.
both want to tell you all thank you so very much to those who came out.
You're welcome, Phil.
positive and supported that stream. That is really helpful, and we really appreciate it. But let's be honest here. This one, in my opinion,
Didn't do as
wasn't
well.
anywhere near as good as the first one.
Aw.
Why? Because the first stream over a week ago was the first time you guys had even seen Kat on a stream in 5.5 years, and everyone had interesting, burning questions to ask her, right? This week,
What kind of food did
I
you
would
eat?
say after about an hour.
How much of it did you eat?
Yeah, it already kind of slowed down, and people
A
didn't
lot?
have much
Or
to ask.
a whole
The things
lot?
they were asking were really intrusive or just ridiculous. You know, like when you're going to ask really personal questions, we're not going to answer them.
Like
or
what?
if you're going to ask us questions that would more be directed towards a different kind of couple. Like, for example,
Ew.
oh, what's the thing about Phil you really don't like? My wife's not going to answer that. I'm not
Why
going to answer
not?
that about her either. Like, we're not the kind of couple that likes to razz each other. We've actually been through so much shit together, and before we even met, we don't want to razz each other. We just want to be very supportive of each other. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
it's the opposite of
it's
what
a
people
sign
think,
of a
let's
stable
kinda, like, kinda get on
relationship
each
that
other's
you're
nerves
able
and-
to
No, we're not.
poke
We
fun at
actually
each
don't do
other.
that.
You two act like you're
So that's what I
constantly
mean,
on
like,
thin
once you get
ice,
to that point-
which is very insecure.
And you start asking
And not
these
a sign of a
questions, and
healthy
then what I also
relationship.
noticed is people were coming and asking the same questions over and over. Questions we answered last week, questions we had just answered earlier.
Well,
tonight.
you're
It's
not
like,
interesting
all right,
people.
By the time that we were done with
Like-
the 2-hour Q&A on Wednesday night, I'm going to be honest, we were
You
kind of
don't
burnt
have
out
a whole
of it,
lot
all
to
right?
talk about,
So,
man.
Kat and I have talked
You're
about it.
boring and you
we've
have no
determined
life
that
experience.
She's not going to be on stream this week.
So they're gonna run
we
out of
really don't
things
see a
to
need,
talk
like a third
about.
Q&A stream. Well, there's not enough to talk about. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for whatchamacallit?
I don't know.
Like a Dragon.
Whatchamacallit?
Infinite Wealth to come out
Okay.
next Friday. We're both going to be playing that game. And we're going to get to the point where you can do
He's really over-planning this.
Whatchamacallit?
This
a
whatchamacallit.
Virtual Island. I don't know what it's actually called in the game because I don't have the
Of
game
course,
yet,
because you don't do any
But
research.
Apparently, it's a game within a game. It's a mini game like Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley, where you're building your own community. in the
Apparently.
state of
Doesn't know for
Hawaii.
sure, though.
And you're gonna have people living there. You're gonna have buildings, businesses, all kinds of things going on. And it's meant to be an activity that you do alongside the main RPG gameplay. So what we'd like to do is
This
do
is
that
not gonna
together.
turn out the
We'll have
way
a
he
nice
hopes it
come
will.
on stream,
Ew.
and we're gonna have our family night gaming night, right? Where we together are gonna play that, and we're gonna build.
It's
our
not a-
virtual island. And Kat even said,
It's
"Well,
not
how
a
are we gonna do it?"
game
I
that's
said,
like a
"Honestly, there's
family
only one
game.
controller,
There's so
one
many
of us
that are like
controls
that.
no
Like,
matter which,
It Takes
and we just make
Two
all the
or A
decisions
Way
together. It'd be
Out
fun to
or
talk out. Look at the menus, look at the
Mario
options, what's available
Odyssey.
here. You know, who do when you talk to
Like a
guys,
Dragon,
like
Infinite Wealth is
dialogue
not a
options,
two-player
things, there's
game.
critical choices
Dude.
to make. And I think that'll be neat.
I don't think it will.
If I were to take 2 hours out of my playthrough to do it just me, it probably would be kind of boring. But to do it with her and to have like this interaction and both of us having
Sure,
our
buddy.
input into it, I think would be interesting, especially because you never even see her do any gameplay with me before, right? Like, that'll be neat. It'll be like a first time thing. So
Very neat.
that's our plan. So
Your plan
no
blows.
Kat appearing on stream this week. This week will be focused on, gameplay and
On,
trying to finish up everything that I'm doing. And then we're going to be starting that co-op likely next week, but really it depends on how it works in Like a Dragon because we don't know. We don't know in Infinite Wealth if that unlocks right away within the first few hours or if you have to get like a dozen hours into the game. And
You have to
then that
play
game
6
unlocks,
hours
we
into
don't
the
know if
game.
it's
This is
down
something you would
loaded,
know if you
okay?
actually cared about what you're allegedly caring about
So I guess
so
we're gonna
much.
see because we don't know.
I
right?
don't know,
You
man.
can't say exactly what you're gonna do until you know how the mode works, and no one.
You could
really
look it
knows yet
up.
'cause the game's not out.
You could look it
So
up.
once it's out, and we have a
But
better
I guess you
idea,
can't
then
do
we can
that.
immediately start planning when that's
Sure,
going to
bud.
be. All right. So FYI, because some people already were like, yeah, that second Q&A stream, we started off all right, but it got kind of boring by the end. We actually
boring
agree with you.
people.
We think that the questions did get kind of played out, not as interesting, and too many repeat questions. You're like, okay, that's a lot of Q&A. We did 4 hours of Q&A within basically a week. That's a ton of Q&A, right? Even I sit here, I don't do a ton of Q&A every day. I do what? A small segment of it before we get to gameplay. So
Small segment? You do one every day, dude.
Yeah, it would get boring here too, right? Imagine if I did Ask the King every day. It would get tired.
You
right?
basically do. But okay.
So, yeah,
you
we
do
will
a
not be
Q&A
doing that
like
this week,
every
but we'll
day,
save it.
bro.
So let's save our next night together.
That's why
until Like a Dragon's
no
out, and
one
we'll plan it from
no
there.
one
Now,
has any
also,
questions about you.
I will say this. Kat is very interested in Tekken 8 and might get it.
Good for Kat.
And if she gets it, what we might do is try to figure out a way that possibly, we could actually
for
do some
Kat.
gameplay of that together. But what would it be? I don't know. We wouldn't fight each other, but maybe I could watch her play and give her pointers.
Wow.
Do co-op commentary as she's playing on certain nights, right?
Right.
I think we're both gonna get it. Well, no, you see, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, see, that ain't gonna work. So I was just gonna say, I think we're both gonna get it on Xbox, but we're not. I'm gonna get it on
Barely
PS5,
survived that one.
and she's gonna probably get it on Xbox. So I wonder, would there be a way to get her account just how you used to do with PlayStation? Could you game share on Xbox? I don't know.
You could have.
I don't know how it works.
You could have figured this out
'Cause
beforehand,
I was gonna
bro.
say, if we can get her game on my Xbox, then we could log her into her account, have her game saved from the cloud, and she could continue playing. Like, one thing she really liked was the arcade mode. So she probably would
Thank
want
you,
to
Bob
continue
Mama.
with the arcade mode.
Playing some
And I
Slay the
could watch her
Spire.
play that and give her pointers and everything. But I don't know how that would work. I guess we got a week to figure this out, and we're not in a big rush to do that right away anyway.
Then
If
shut
anyone
up
has ideas
and deal with
on
it
how to
then.
make that happen, because she's going to be playing on her Series S if she gets it, and I'm going to be playing on my PS5.
Ew.
So I guess we'd have to figure that out, how exactly that would work,
I guess you would have to.
and go from there.
Like,
but that's
whenever.
probably what it would be, like a late night.
Skip
stream where she
ahead.
fights. You could have two account, because I don't know how that works.
Blah, 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 blah. This was a
So anyway, let's
jam-packed
talk about that
episode,
over the
by the
course.
way.
We'll try to figure that out.
He
Right?
teased us
But
as
anyway,
being
yeah,
jam-packed
so
with information. He's just sitting there being like, I never know. I guess we'll have to figure it out. All right, Phil's day off.
Phil's day off, and talk about what I did on my day yesterday.
Cool.
As you can see,
Probably
one of the
boring.
things that I did yesterday is I did get a little trim haircut, but I had a million other things to do.
A
Basically,
million
the
other
first week We've
things.
been out in many weeks. It was actually the first week we've been out since before Christmas, right? So we had a ton to do. One of the major things I did, I got.
Did you buy a
better
chair?
seating arrangement
Oh, yes.
for when we do our stream.
Thank you,
Now, I don't
Gio.
know if I'm going to be able to bring this on camera.
Appreciated.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It's kind of big.
Is he going to show the chair? Did we get to see it? Nice. Cool.
There.
Ha 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 ha.
I got a little chair. It's very small, but it's comfortable because it has a back support. See?
Very
I
comfortable.
bought this yesterday when I was out. There you go. Little
There you go.
chair.
Cool.
Oh,
Nice.
there we go.
Cool. Exciting. Okay, can we get back to it?
So I went out and bought that little chair, and that's going to make our family nights and our co-op nights way easier, because I was sitting on that shitty plastic stool. Oh my God. That thing, it sucks. It's hard as a rock. It wobbles because it's a
And why'd you
flimsy
buy
plastic
it?
stool. And feel so uncomfortable sitting on that for 2 hours. I have no back support. My back is killing me when we finish. That's an actual office chair. It's meant to be like a small office chair. So, yeah, we ended up getting that, and that was nice. Wow, that was instant. Instantly, we found that in the store. We're like, holy shit. It was the first store we went to. We walk in, we're like, it's like right there. I'm like, and the funny part was, we actually looked at other stools and like ottomans and stuff, and they were like almost just as expensive as that chair, but none of them had back support. So I'm like, so for $10 more than buying a stool or an ottoman, I can get an actual chair that has back support and will be good for my back.
You got upsold on your chair.
Extra dollars, right?
Yeah.
So,
This guy's so bad with money.
yeah, that was fun, and we went out and did a
Cool.
lot of stuff.
A chair
during
that
the
you're
day.
gonna
I'm not
use
gonna tell you
once.
all of it and everything, but,
Awesome.
a lot of driving. It was
Great
very
idea.
cold and very wet. It wasn't freezing temperatures, but it was still pretty darn cold. So here we are out and about, soaked, because it was pouring rain all day. You know, we were getting groceries. We were going to get the bags in the car. They were all soaking wet. We also had to do a Costco run. And we hadn't been to Costco in a while. So we went in there, and it was a little different. They had different things. So we, you know, buying very.
He refuses to shop at Walmart, by the way, because he thinks Walmart is an evil corporation
like that regarding our day out. So you might say, what do we get to eat?
that destroys
originally
small
our plan
businesses,
was that we were
but
gonna
he'll
order
shop at
breakfast,
Costco, no problem.
And then we were going to have our day out and then come home and eat something
What a
fast,
principled
like
guy.
pizza or something in the oven. But what ended up happening was we got up and we're like, actually, we realized
Walmart bad, Costco
half an hour
good.
earlier than we thought it was at first. We checked, we're like, oh shit, we don't have time. If we order, the food might not even show up in time for us to be able to get ready and go. So we just ended up having like bagels in the morning, like we always do. And we ran out and had our day.
DoorDash's
And then
breakfast,
at the end of the day,
man.
we ended up going to this restaurant that we used to go to more often. It was one of
They
our
went to a
favorite
restaurant.
restaurants pre-COVID. Now I know that sounds crazy. It's 4 years ago, right? Pretty much. We used to go there all the time. And then what happened was during COVID, this restaurant changed everything. They changed their menu.
Wow.
They changed all the stuff they offer. Like at one
Fascinating.
point, when you sat down at the restaurant, they would bring you out like bread with butter and stuff. Here you go. Here's free stuff. Enjoy. Then during COVID, they just did away with that. Like, why? It's supposed to be free bread. It's like a nice thing you bring to your customers. Why would you just stop doing that? They did just because, I guess, COVID. I don't know. And a lot
Yeah,
of the
I'm
things
going
on
to
their
complain
menu,
about you on
they
my
stopped having.
podcast.
So what
That'll
ended up
show
happening
ya.
is we stopped going there because they didn't really have as much that we liked anymore.
Name the restaurant,
So just on a
Phil.
whim,
Name and
we
shame
decided to go
them.
there,
That way they'll
for dinner last night to give it a shot.
They'll
and the
change their
entire restaurant
practices
changed. They went
based
back to
off your
bringing out
terrible
bread. It was a
word of
different kind
mouth.
bread, but they went back to bring out bread to the customers. The whole menu was different. So we ended up getting like an appetizer. They had these like nachos. They were super good. And we're like, oh my God, like this place is like, they were down here. Now they're like way up here with the level of quality and food and everything. And we were blown away at how good they were. And we're like, wow, we
You were
absolutely
blown
wanna go
up.
back now because it
You
was
were
such an
inflated.
improvement to the quality from what we expected.
Ahem. Cool.
So,
Okay.
yeah, good stuff. And we had a good
Cool.
meal out, and we came home, and we had a million things to unpack from being out all day, and then we
million
watched
things to
Xbox
unpack.
Developer Direct. So I guess right now, I mean, it makes sense. I could talk about it right now, but technically, it's not really part of the day off segment. So I'll just say we watched the Developer Direct. That was fun. We've actually been watching someone play Red Dead Redemption 2 because Kat had never seen the extent of that game. And kind of like it was.
I like
it
how
was
they
kinda-
don't watch his
I would say
playthroughs.
it kind of happened because I know I started playing Red Dead 1 on the Throwback channel, so it kind of went hand in hand with that. So we started watching someone else play Red Dead 2, and it's fun to watching it because I never only seen it once. The one time I played it many years ago. So we watched some of that, you know. And basically, it was a nice night once we got home. All right. So.
All right. Cool.
That's the Phil's Day Off segment. What I like to do is basically do the schedule for the rest of the week, and then we can do the Xbox Direct segment, and then we can do everything else, okay? All right, so the schedule for the rest of the week. First of all, I just realized, why is this text so much smaller than it usually is, right? I think I shrunk. Usually it's that size, isn't it? Yeah, see, it was like much smaller. I'm like, must have
Cool.
shrunk it or something. Anyway, okay, so one quick thing. Just get this out of the way, and then we'll do the schedule for the rest of the week. Just so you guys know, tomorrow morning on the podcast, I should have a major announcement regarding the upcoming documentary being made about me. Okay?
A major
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna
announcement.
tell you
What could
the
that
update is.
be?
I'm not going to give you details. I'm just going to say, as of tomorrow morning,
The day that he's not
should have an
gonna
update.
stream.
okay? And I haven't talked about it now in a while, and I told you be patient. More stuff will be coming, well, tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
Cool. All right. So, schedule for the rest of the week. Let's talk. Today, it's going to be more
Jam-packed.
Baldur's Gate 3 as we continue on in this
Schedule.
segment of the Mountain Pass and the Githyanki, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Now it looks like
Right.
I'm interested in part.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Okay.
5 p.m. Pacific time. It's Friday Night Fights. It's my next to last stream of Street Fighter.
I thought
6.
he's already
Street
given up
Fighter
on
6
Street
goes on
Fighter.
hiatus for me to play Tekken. All right. So I know I've been playing Street Fighter 6 very consistently for 7+ months. There was a few weeks there where I didn't play it at all, but then it came back. Well, this is basically the last hurrah for it. And since this is the last week. The one character I never went back to try again, who I did
Cammy.
significantly play and like earlier on in the game's life cycle, was Zangief. So tonight I'm gonna pick Zangief,
Zangief.
and I'm gonna use
Not
him. I
Zangief.
actually watched Snake Eyes play with him last night.
I'm guessing it doesn't bother other
Yeah,
people
I'm
as much
starting
as
to
it
remember
does
the
me
strategies and things
that
to
he
do with
pronounces
him.
it
So,
Zangief
yeah, so I'm gonna use
instead
him
of
tonight. I don't know
Zangief.
how it's gonna go. I never played with him on PS5, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna go right into ranked. I'm serious. I'm just gonna go right into the ranked and play some ranked placements and see how I do. And if I suck, I don't care.
I'm
Just
sure
see how
you
it
will
goes
care, Phil.
with Zangief tonight. It'll be all Zangief stream tonight.
Zangief.
Okay? Then tomorrow, here's the thing. If you
Here's the
guys
thing.
aren't aware, all right, there is a new viral game that just came out called Pal World. So this is a game that I guess has been getting attention over the last 6 months because it's a game that looks like Pokemon and has a lot of things that look like they're straight up ripped from Pokemon. But it's an open world survival game. So I guess you you catch Pokemon and
You could have played it
use
before
them to
going live.
combat, and you try to
Of course
survive.
not.
You also build a base, which is kind of weird, but also there's guns. And I'm like, huh?
Huh?
So I started looking it up this morning because apparently it came out overnight. And apparently the entire internet is abuzz about this game. First of all, people are saying it's not really to be taken ultra seriously, but it's actually quite fun for like a mess around game. Like, there's
Yeah,
just
it's
so
like
many
Ark
quirky,
Survival
silly things
Evolved.
about it
Another game you didn't really play.
enjoy, at least at a first.
Yeah,
look.
I was seeing
don't know if
Pippa
this is a
play
game
it.
That would have legs.
She seemed to have fun
people
with
would be
it.
Playing this for months on end, but for a game to initially just mess around with it, it's quite fun. Within 8 hours of the game being out, it sold over 1 million copies, and it has over 300,000.
How could it sell 1 million copies when it's on Game Pass?
The game is also an Xbox Game Pass game. So
That's
people
weird.
are playing it under Game Pass in droves, both on console and on PC. So this game is getting insane amounts of attention right now. So already I had a couple people contact me overnight, and they were like, so now because this game is out and it's become virally popular overnight, will you play it? Yeah, I will, because it's on Game Pass. It would be stupid to kind of not at least see what the hell it is.
It's called
right
Pal
now,
World.
when
It's
it just
basically
came out.
Ark
So
Survival
as of
Evolved,
tomorrow's
but
daytime
with
stream, I'm gonna
Pokemon
try Pal World.
running
I'm gonna
around.
see what the hell it is. And if it sucks, it sucks. Who cares? It's just a one-off stream of it. All right? So that's what we're doing. We're checking it out tomorrow. On Game Pass, on the Xbox Series X. We'll see what it's all about. Okay?
Okay.
And like I said, if it's terrible, fuck it. We'll never play it again. Just that way it's a one-off stream. It's something interesting. And if it sucks, that way also people won't bother me and say, oh, you don't check out this
Yikes.
game.
He really
Well,
hates his
it's on
audience.
Game Pass, right?
Leave me
So
the
give it a
fuck
shot.
alone, I'll play it. Now you can shut up about
So
it.
there you go. That's tomorrow's daytime stream.
Cool.
Is me investigating Pal World for 3 hours. Tomorrow night's late night stream will be Sea of Stars. We're going to play more Sea of Stars and enjoy it. A really great game. And this is our last week to really put a lot of time into it. So Sea of Stars on Saturday night. Sunday is a very unique day because on Sunday, I'm not really doing any gameplay. What it's going to be is the podcast in the morning. Then it's going to be my React show, DSP versus the internet, over on my DSP Reacts channel on the daytime stream. And then on Sunday night, for the first time ever, I'm going to be streaming on DSP Throwback. In fact,
Like,
this
it's an
stream
early release
particularly
game.
may be
Like,
the
it's not even a
stream to
completed
push us
game.
over the edge and get enough
okay,
watch
Phil.
hours on the channel that I can actually monetize the videos. Because
Cool.
right now, all I can do is have memberships and super chats.
Money,
You
money,
can't really
money.
get memberships or super chats when you don't stream on a channel. People don't usually do those things for on-demand videos, right? But this stream, right now, we're like only a few hundred hours away from qualifying for advertisement. So I think this Sunday night stream should be pretty fun and interesting and push us over the edge to qualify for that, all right? Now, the way I'm going to do it is exactly the same way that I do it on DSP React. What does that mean? There's going to be a live stream.
What does that
The live stream will
mean?
be broadcast on Sunday night on DSP Throwback, okay? And basically, if you're a member of that channel at that night, you will be able to access that stream in its entirety, archived on the channel right after it ends. If you're not a channel member, I'm going to split it
Oh,
up
I guess
into
we're done
parts.
with the schedule.
And
There we
just
go.
like I do on DSP React, I'm going to make half-an-hour parts. And since it's going to be a 2-hour late-night stream, it's basically going to be 4 to 5 parts of me reacting to my original Red Dead Redemption playthrough. Now, you might say, well, what
That
do you mean?
sounds so
Well, I've been
dumb.
running a poll.
Sounds
over
so
on that
boring.
channel all week long.
Don't you have games you need to
determine
finish?
What you guys wanted to see from
Guess
my very
not.
first ever stream. And right now,
Thank you, Sheer King.
basically,
Hope everyone's
live
doing
reacting
well.
to the Red Dead Redemption playthrough pulled
Watching this
ahead
terrible
by many more
pre-stream.
percent points. So at this point, unless there's like a giant flooding of votes that go another way, which I'm not predicting would happen, it's looking like you guys want to see me do that. Because the three options were a chill
Sure.
retro night where I talk about old school YouTube.
It's not like
and
they
what it was
fuck with
being
you
YouTube
and
15 years ago,
make you
and
do
the
things
questions
that
about stuff
ruin
like
your
that, and just have a
flow.
relaxing night. Or
Your
live
Dracula
react to the Final
flow.
Fantasy 13 playthrough that's on the channel, or do a live react to the Red Dead playthrough. So people want Red Dead. So that's what you're going to get. For about 2 to 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
the
gonna be
people want.
reacting to the
It's
Red
totally
Dead
not fake
Redemption
votes
playthrough
from
that's
people who
currently
don't like
live
you.
over on DSP Throwback.
You got it, buddy.
Okay? Now I don't know how far into the game we'll get. You know, right now I think there's 5 parts live. Is it 5 parts?
I don't know.
It's either 4 or 5 parts that are live right now. Don't quote me on that because I don't remember exactly at the top of my head.
You could look it up.
But yeah, that should be more than enough, and it should be a fun night. Now, like I said, what I'll do is the archive stream will be live for members, so people join as a member that night. They'll be able to watch that stream right away in its entirety right after, just like you can do on DSP Reacts with the React streams. Or if you're not a
is
member,
bad.
I'm going to split that up into 4 parts, 5 parts, whatever. Each part will be around 20 to 30 minutes long, and I'm going to upload those as separate uploads to the channel over the course of the week. So that way, the channel won't get flooded with a bunch of content, and everyone's happy. Okay?
Everyone's
So I
happy.
think that's going to be fun and special. I think it's going to be a neat stream to do. First stream ever on Sunday night. If you like the throwback content, if you've been enjoying both the Final Fantasy 13 and the Red Dead 1,
Why would they like it?
playthroughs being
It's
remastered,
content that
upscaled,
is like
edited
not
properly,
representative of you
informative,
and is
segments,
disgusting
titles,
and you hate it.
thumbnails. If you like all that content,
Right?
please come support that stream. That's your way to show your appreciation because
It's such a
outside of
weird
that, I'm not on that channel
catch-22
besides
where
just
he has to
uploading,
like sell
yeah,
you
that
the
would be your
content
big
that he
major way to
says
support
was
advertising on
terrible
that
and he
channel.
doesn't do
Go to the
anymore
stream
because
Sunday
he's
night,
changed now.
6:45,
But tune in to
6:55.
watch it
Join it,
because
support
it's
it. There you go.
there you go.
Okay.
Because he has to make money off of
So
it.
that's going to be Sunday
Cool.
night. Then on Monday, it's going to be the conclusion of Resident Evil 0 Remastered on the first stream. We're at the end. There's no way we're not going to beat it in another 3-hour stream. It's going to be tough. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be frustrating because we're at this boss that's super hard and everything, but I think we're going to beat it and we're going to, you know, wrap it up.
We're gonna, you know.
And then Monday night,
God.
I'm
Pros.
probably going to do either Sea of Stars or another Street Fighter stream. I'm not sure. And then Tuesday. will be
Still on
more
schedule?
Baldur's
Move
Gate
on.
3.
All right, you're done with the schedule,
Anything I'll
bro.
do,
Let's
right?
move on to current events.
Post that up both here on the channel.
Cool.
0 on Saturday. 6.
All right, cool.
What is this guy talking about? I have no idea. Anyway.
Anyway.
All right.
All right,
So,
cool.
that's the
So,
week. Now, what I'd like to do, before we move on to another segment where we do like shout outs and Q&A, I would like to talk about this Xbox Developer Direct that happened yesterday. Because a lot of people seem to have different opinions on it. And basically my
Come
opinion
on.
is that it was
Get to
good
it.
overall. What's weird is that I feel like a lot of people are just very cynical these days about everything. I personally didn't. I
not
wasn't
me though.
with this Developer Direct, but at the same time, I was happy to see that a lot of these games that are basically Xbox-owned studios. Remember, these are all the studios that Xbox bought up years ago, and we were promised.
Yeah,
that
the
we were gonna
Indiana
get all these
Jones
Xbox
game
exclusive
looks kind
games,
of
but
weird.
where
They should
were
have done
They
third
never came
person,
out.
in my
Sitting
opinion. They
around
should have
for
made it
years and
look
years waiting, and when one
kinda
does
like
come out
Uncharted.
Redfall, it fucking sucks, right? So
I'm not
everyone's
sure about
like,
the first person whipping.
what the hell is going
mechanic.
on with these games? So I'm watching the Developer Direct, and I'm like, okay, maybe
My
these are
opinion.
not the best games you've ever seen, or whatever. You know, a lot of this is they're still in
Thank you,
development, so
BM2KX.
this isn't representative of what the game will be when it finally releases. But at least now we have some concrete information. We got to see gameplay of every game, which was nice, and a lot of these have more solid release dates now. I mean, that's exciting. So what's to hate? Oh, apparently according to the internet, there's just a lot to hate. So let's go through it one by one. The show started up with Avowed, which is the fantasy game being made by Obsidian. Now, it was actually revealed a week or two ago that Obsidian actually wanted to make an Elder Scrolls game. They actually approached Bethesda and said, listen, we want to make an Elder Scrolls game because you guys seem like you're busy with other stuff. And Bethesda denied them. They said, no, we don't want you messing with the IP. So you can't do that.
Oh, this is
damn,
gonna
I guess you
hurt.
don't trust us, even though we did an outstanding job with Fallout New Vegas. I guess Bethesda doesn't trust us. Whatever.
You know,
So they went
Obsidian
on to make this
approached
game, but
Bethesda to make mods for
this
Starfield.
game, I guess someone had told me it's actually based
God damn it.
on Pillars of Eternity.
I knew I was gonna
Is that
die.
true? I don't know anything about Pillars of Eternity.
That run didn't turn out very well.
Its own fantasy universe, like completely original. But I guess I'm being told no. Actually, it is based in another game universe that I never had any exposure.
I should
to.
have
So
gone
that's
with
why I wouldn't have known that.
the shop instead of the fight.
So anyway, so they showed it off, and to me, it looks great. I like the visuals. I like the idea of this world having all these different environments
I'm
and
not-
places you can go that look different,
I'm gonna
different enemy types.
fucking play along here.
The combat looks pretty good because you basically got Skyrim plus. Like in Skyrim, the combat's limited. You got melee attacks, you got magic, and you got your dragon shouts, and that's essentially Skyrim in a nutshell, right? In this game, you've got magic that's way more interesting. It's more like fast-paced, like sniping almost. But also there's guns too. So you've got bow and arrow, guns, melee weapons, magic of many types, and it looks like you can even have different loadouts you can switch between during combat. So you don't have to only like spec yourself to be one style of character. You can actually have different styles.
Wow, Phil, this sounds fascinating. If only we could see footage. But I guess you can't put footage of it on the screen. All we can do is badly describe it.
I would say
Cool.
the only thing that looks slightly disappointing is that the character models and animations don't look amazingly groundbreaking. They don't, okay? They look kind of like current gen or maybe even a little bit last gen. It doesn't look like, oh my god, this is ultimate 4K giant resolution, blow you away.
What does that
crazy
mean?
production level.
Giant
It doesn't look like-
resolution.
I don't know if I'm looking for that or caring for that. I'm looking for a game that's fun. We haven't really had a fantasy game like this in ages, right? Think about it. When was the last time that we had a fantasy game like this? Almost,
Baldur's
ages
Gate
ago.
3.
There's no Elder Scrolls on the horizons. Like, this is what we're gonna get. I'm happy to get it. It looks good to me. It looks like it's gonna be a fun time. So, it makes me kind of like wondering why people are oh, well, the animations are janky. Okay, does that mean the game's gonna be bad? How do you know the entire game's going to suck because it has some janky animations and what they just
It's
showed
a
you?
part of the game that's worth criticizing. You can't
I
really
think people
dismiss
love
it
being
just
overly
because
negative now, crapping on
it doesn't
everything. I
represent
don't
the
get it
entire
because it
game.
looks decent to me. And it's a Game Pass game, and I think they said it's coming out in the fall. Sounds good. Okay. So now on to the next game. I'm trying to remember the
Next
order they did.
game.
I think next was Hellblade 2. And they're showing off Hellblade 2, and I'm going to be honest, it kind of looks very similar to Hellblade 1. And they're not really showing much. They keep showing this, like, highly stylized parts of the game with lighting and stuff. And I'm like, that's great, but what's the real game going to be? Because Hellblade 1 very much was a third-person puzzle game with combat. And had some really unique stuff with the graphics. That blew me away. The graphics look so good on the Xbox. One. When I played it, I was like, wow, it looks really good. And it definitely looks good to me. But a few things. Number one, they're saying the game is going to be on the shorter side, just like the first game. Don't expect this game to be 40 hours long. Not every game needs to be 40 hours long. Some people are
okay, you're really bad at describing this, bro.
Cost to make a bit chain.
Just play trailers on screen and then give your thoughts.
It's
Move
really
on.
not. It doesn't affect the quality of the game at all. It actually makes it more
The
viable
people who
for
are
them to
criticizing the
make game
game,
for you.
so
It's time to
what?
stop bitching about
That's not the entire game, so shut up. Fuck you. Wow, okay.
Let's continue. So,
Let's continue, please.
the game itself looks good, but was I blown away? Honestly, no. I think the biggest thing that
Nothing
they were
blows
saying
you
was
away. You don't like
they're
video
doing something unique
games.
with the audio, where they're gonna have like, while you're playing the game, you're gonna have voices and music and things coming from different directions. Like they're gonna try to do something unique with directional audio, and I'm like, well, I feel like that's cool, but will everyone be able to take advantage of that? Because not everyone.
Because I have toilet seat neck phones that I wear around my neck.
Surround sound great. Not everyone's gonna be sitting in a full surround sound setup.
Mm-hmm.
For me, here's my situation, right? And this is basically neck phone.
Well, you have a
that
shitty
simulates
situation, bro.
surround sound. It's not true surround sound. It does have a nice.
Maybe you
effect
should
on
wear
the Xbox
headphones
One
and quit
my
being
Xbox
paranoid
controller,
about
but
ear infections.
It's not true surround sound. So am I really gonna get that out of it? And
I don't know. It sounds
just
like a
don't
you
feel
problem
like
that no one
everyone
else
will get that.
has.
Like, of all things, I actually feel like sound is one of the things that most people
Hey,
don't
Mr.
really care much
Extravagant.
about, which I know sounds silly. I think it should be something important in games. I think so many people care
If
about
it's so
the
important,
visuals,
then
but
why
also
don't you
no one
wear
talks about
headphones?
sound, right? So
Anyways,
I like that they're trying to do something different. I'm just not
this is a
sure
jam-packed
that modern
episode, by the
gaming
way.
audiences are going to get it or care as much. You know what I mean?
No,
With this
not
directional
really.
audio thing. Like maybe you'll have 30% of the people who actually play Hellblade 2 will even know what's in there and understand it and hear it. And everyone else will go right over their heads. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, right?
Sure.
That's my take anyway.
Your take
I just don't
sucks.
feel like
Blows.
everyone's such an audiophile, right? That everyone's going to be able to enjoy
Speaking
the
of
fact
files, how about
that
the
they did something
pedophile that's in your
truly
chat,
audio.
Phil? Named Derek? Let's
That's
forget
my
about
take
him,
anyway.
though.
Maybe I'm off base, but that's what I think initially.
Maybe I'm off
okay?
base.
So anyway, so that's
Anyways.
the deal there, and it looks good. And apparently that's coming out in May, right? May 21st. So that looks pretty good, and yeah, I'll be playing that. I really liked the first Hellblade, so I'm gonna play Hellblade 2 for sure. So then halfway through the show, all of a sudden they're like, oh, here's a game that's not a Microsoft exclusive, but it is the first time this franchise will be on an Xbox console. Visions of Mana. And they actually have the game devs from Square Enix showing off this game. It looks really good. Basically, Visions of Mana is a modern-day take on the Secret of Mana or the Mana series formula. The combat is fully action-based now. It's no more turn-based. It's full
All right, cool, moving on.
It's definitely past.
Jam-packed. Oh, no, we're live. God damn it, we're live. We burned through all our skip juice.
So basically, you build up
No.
your own empire in a historical time period, and you follow all the cultural stuff that culture did at that time.
Jam-packed.
Combat abilities based on what that culture was good at or whatever. And then you basically make your civilization thrive, and you try to take over the planet and overcome other civilizations. You know, listen, it's a tried and true franchise. It's a tried and
look
true
here.
genre. Everyone has played it and or knows about it, and it makes a lot of money. It's just not for me. I think that's kind of boring. And I don't think that I'd be able to do entertaining streams of a game like that.
Of course.
By the way, this isn't Civ. I think it's called, like, what's it called? It starts with an A. Ari or something like that?
Cool.
I can't even remember what the name of it was.
Anno?
But it looks like it's its own new style of game, you know, based on what Civ was, but kind of doing their own thing.
Is he talking about Anno?
And I was like,
It's not new.
Ara? That's what it's called? Ara? A-R-A? Okay.
Okay, sure.
I don't know. For me,
Yeah, I
I
don't
kind of,
know.
I'll be honest, I zoned out. When they started talking about the units and stuff, I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
About this.
I don't want to think.
It's not really important to me. And then the last game that they showed off, that I think this is the one that everyone is like freaking out about on the internet. The new Indiana Jones game was finally revealed. It's being made by Machine Games. That's the same devs that made the Wolfenstein series, and it is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Okay. What is it about?
Indiana
It's about
Jones.
young Indiana Jones. The game apparently takes place between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade, so right around that Temple of Doom time. So it's a younger indie. And it's a first-person action game.
DSP hates indie games.
So basically, it's a first-person
sorry.
game with whip. You're whipping people with the whip. You're pulling them towards you with the whip. You're punching them.
Shooting them?
Fisticuffs. Like, this is how indie fights. He goes like this. He just puts the guy's head in front of him. He goes "Boo," like this, and there goes his head. Goes,
No, he
like that.
doesn't. No,
But
you're not
it's basically
funny.
Fisticuffs. There are some guns, but I don't think
You're
that
not
the guns are
funny,
gonna be the major gameplay. It seems like
bro.
it's going to be more whip and melee combat. But the game also
Quit trying to be
have
funny.
platforming and
You
puzzles.
fucking
When you do those,
suck at it.
A lot of the times the game is going to scale back, or the camera will pan back, and you'll see it in third person. But then for the exploration and combat, it's going to go back to first person. Now you might say, why? Well, because it's Machine Games. They make first person games. You realize that, right? Like, that's what they do. So I'm not shocked to see that that's what they've made.
Doesn't mean
That's
they
their
have
forte.
to.
That's what they're good at. You know? It's like the same as saying, like, oh, the makers of Tetris, well, guess what their next game's going to be? It's going to probably play like a spin-off of Tetris. It's probably not going to be a racing game in cars, right? So I'm not surprised that it's
Again,
first person. Apparently
autists
the
are really
internet-
bad at coming up with
the internet are
analogies.
freaking out. Oh my god, they should have
Typically.
just did third person. It's like third person.
Thank you, Mr.
Action,
Extravagant.
platforming,
Yeah, I was
puzzles,
on Twitter
comic-
telling
you
all my
mean
favorite porn
Uncharted?
stars, hey, by the way, it's my
You mean
birthday.
Tomb Raider? You mean the same game we already played twice? That's what you wanted the indie game to be. You just wanted it to be another Uncharted, I guess. And I'm like,
It would have looked better if it
again,
was.
Again, this is another one. First, people freaked out about Avowed. Then people freaked out about this. Why are you freaking out? The game.
I'm not
looks pretty
freaking out.
good.
I'm just not
Now,
interested.
does it
There's a
look ultra
difference.
Smooth, super polished, and everything. No,
There's
it
a
doesn't.
big difference.
Again, it looks
It's
a little
literally
janky.
the opposite,
It kinda
actually.
reminds me of
Apathy is the
Wolfenstein
opposite
also
of
was
anger.
like that, you know?
Snort.
So, to me, I actually was entertained. First of all, I like Indiana Jones. I love the original trilogy of movies. I hated the fourth one. I didn't bother seeing the fifth one. And apparently no one else did either because it flopped at the box office, right? So, for me, knowing that this is younger indie is cool, right? And the voice acting, first of all, did you guys know it's Troy Baker? Yeah, it's Troy Baker doing the voice of Indy. And although old Phil would have sat here and made jokes about Troy Baker wearing scarves indoors,
You are
and, you know,
old.
being a hipster pseudo-celebrity playing his guitar and thinking that he's some kind of hot shit. In truth,
You
Troy
just
Baker's one of
did,
the best voice
though.
actors
Like,
in
you
business.
just, in a passive,
actually, during
little
the
passive-aggressive
trailer, when I
way,
was
actually
listening to the voice
just
actor
said
for
everything
Indy,
that
I
you
immediately
said that
knew it
you
wasn't
wouldn't have
Harrison
said.
Ford. But I was listening.
But
and I was
okay,
like,
buddy.
oh, whoever this voice actor
Very
is,
clever. Very
they're actually
witty.
doing a really good job of trying to like.
You really got
nail
one
the
over on everyone, buddy.
Of Indy or Harrison Ford playing Indy in those original movies. Like you can hear the inflections in his voice and the little ways he says
I don't know,
things
man.
and
Sounds
stuff.
kind of phoned in.
Sounds like a young Harrison Ford. And I was like, they're doing a really good job. I had no clue it was.
I don't
Troy
know why
Baker.
they couldn't get the
And then
actual
after the
Harrison
fact, I
Ford
found
to
out it
do
was
the
Troy Baker.
voices,
Immediately, I
but
snickered and I was like, well, I take it all back. No, I'm not. Not gonna take it all back. Troy Baker's a great voice actor. He's one of the best in the biz. So I think that's pretty neat that he's gonna get to play an iconic character like Indiana Jones in a game like this. I think that's
He just
gonna
sounded
add to the
bored.
quality of the game. So it's like great voice acting that's trying to sound like the original character, gameplay elements that seem to be in line with what the character would be doing in the movies, an interesting plot that takes place during prime Indy. This isn't like old man Indy going around on his walker and cane trying to fucking.
Harrison Ford said he hates
movie.
games and said they
This
should not
actually looks like
exist.
it's
Well,
gonna
what a
make sense for the time
what a
period set.
mentally stable
So you got all
fellow.
these things, and I'm like, and then you go online, and all you fucking see, right?
ESP, I don't use Twitter.
First person indie. Oh, it's terrible. First person. Who wants first person Indiana
my God.
Jones? It should have been third person.
Aren't
man.
people
They
allowed to
really
have their
ruined it.
opinions?
First person.
No,
And I
apparently
just
you're not
can't
allowed to have
stand it.
opinions.
I can't stand people bitching for the sake of bitching. You didn't play it. You don't know if it's any fucking good. The preview looked
It's just a
good.
preference, man.
You don't get to just shit on something because you're bored. Because that's all
No,
it is.
you get to
People today are
criticize
so
something
fucking
because you
bored with their
prefer
lives
something
that
else.
Whenever something
That's
gets announced, they just have to take a shit on it now, right? Like,
Of course.
Oh, I've been
Scat
waiting for
fetish
this
Phil.
Xbox Direct so I could pull down my pants and launch
Ew,
projectile turds
gross.
at it.
Come on, bro.
Well, grow the
Come
fuck
on.
up,
You're
'cause no one gives about your
41,
fucking
man.
Shit. Bitching on social
Give it a
media
rest.
about this shit. It's like, could you shut the fuck up?
You're the
about
Twitter
it?
addict.
It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like the best game I've ever seen.
His bitching about the people complaining is even more obnoxious than anyone complaining about the game. I don't think he realizes that. The king of no self-awareness.
But I didn't see anything that looked bad about it.
I don't use
You know,
Twitter,
I'm
man,
sorry.
so I don't know what even
It looks
you're
interesting.
bitching about.
Indiana Jones.
You're
in
the
first
bitch
person
who's
with unique
bitching.
Combat elements, the likes
My
of which we've never
God.
really seen before in a game like this.
I just think it
right?
would have looked better
And it's
as
made
a
by company
third-person
that's made
game.
multiple
It's
great
called an
games
opinion. I'm able to
from
say
the
it.
Wolfenstein series. Yeah,
Fuck
the
you,
last
man.
one wasn't good. What was it, the one with the twin daughters or whatever? That one sucked. But most of the games they put out are good.
What a
So
dork.
why are we bitching? Oh, by the way, it's a Game Pass.
'Cause I
game,
can have an
too,
opinion,
right?
that's why.
And it's coming out this year.
Fuck you.
But it just said 2024. This one actually didn't have like a solid release date. It was just like, oh, it's coming out this year. That's the target for this year, right? So I don't know. To me, it's
Oh,
like
no.
people just want to fucking, you know,
Have
okay.
their opinions?
So, AVGN, I know I reference him every once in a while. The Angry Video Game Nerd used to have this saying he said in one of his videos, classic videos. There's nitpicking, and then there's shit-picking.
Oh my god,
right?
dude.
Like, you can nitpick,
Scat
this
fetish
is just like people
Phil.
are looking for things to shit on. Like, you're literally looking to say it's bad when it's
Literally
not bad.
looking
you
to
just wanna
poop.
shit on it.
DSP, you don't know what the
And
word
that pisses me
literally
off because
means.
I'm watching this direct, and I'm like, Phil,
How do you not
well,
know what the
most of
word
it, you know,
literally
like I said, The
means?
Civ game aura,
How
I don't
stupid
care,
are
right? I just
you?
don't give a shit. And I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, Avowed looks pretty good. It doesn't look amazing, groundbreaking, but it looks like it's going to be a great time. Hellblade 2 looks like pretty good. I actually was pleased with Visions of Mana, and the indie game looks pretty good, and most of these games are going to be on Game Pass, so likely at the very least, I'm at least going to check them out, right? And then I go online, and all the people online are doing is bitching and complaining that they hated it. Well, fuck you.
You're talking about Twitter.
Really?
Like, not everyone uses Twitter, bro.
Whiny bitches. Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck
no
up.
one cares about you sitting bitching on
God,
X
man, he's
app about
bitching so
fucking,
much.
Oh, it didn't look like this. It didn't play exactly like I had expected. And this and that. Then why don't you go fucking make the game? Seriously, I'm tired of these fucking entitled idiots just bitching about everything.
It's a good thing DSP doesn't complain about video games. Good God. He's being so whiny.
I guess I'm becoming the older gamer generation is what it is.
Holy moly.
You know, when I was growing up, and when new games were announced, yeah, you would try to micro-analyze, of course, but you didn't just crap on stuff constantly just because you thought it was fun to do. Oh, because you're online, you have a fucking ability to...
He's talking about people who just tweet their opinion.
Because now, I feel like there was a hype around it, and the event's over, and I'm feeling positive and good, and I go online, and everyone's like, this sucked, it sucked. Now, do you have concrete reasons why it sucked?
They're killing my high, man.
What everyone else is saying online to have a memeable
They're not being
moment
excited like I was.
Right? It's like, shut the fuck up.
They're
Stop
killing
being a
my
sheep
excitement.
and look at it for what it was. 5 games, out of which 4 of which I'm actually interested in. All of which will be Game Pass, except for Visions of Mana. And they're all coming out this year. That's great that now we have time to talk about these games and hype them up and learn more about them. And they're going to be playable soon. And
people disagreed with me and made me mad.
The big question's been, will Xbox Studios ever put out good games? Well, Avowed looks pretty good. Hellblade 2 looks pretty good. The indie game looks pretty good. So right there, there's, wow, maybe finally the first signs of hope that all the money Xbox invested in these game studios is going to pay out for them, right? So why exactly are we shitting? Why are we all taking a shit?
Dude.
I'm curious, right?
He's such a scat fetishist, man.
It makes me pissed
so
off
gross.
because you know these game devs are probably working really hard to make great games too. And they worked hard on this presentation to make everything look good. And the first thing they do is go online and people are just making negative memes. India's first person is bad.
How many times do you complain about video games?
They sound like little kids whining about nothing because they're so entitled, right? Yet then they go off. And what's the first thing
it's not
they do?
entitlement. They're just not gonna play it and give it their time and attention and money. That's not entitlement.
That fucking zero effort.
It's the game developers who think that they're entitled to other people's money. That's what entitlement is, dipshit. You don't even know what these words mean.
So.
Okay, can we move on?
Yeah, it pisses me off. And the thing is, if you
it
have
pisses me off, man.
To criticize any of those games during that event and you think that they don't look good, that's fine. What I'm telling you is that I didn't see that. What I saw was just the same regurgitated negativity on social media, and I'm tired.
Well, maybe you should curate your social media feed more so you're not seeing people you don't like.
The world's longest human centipede. Right?
Oh my God, more poop. Dude, I'm gonna skip ahead, man. I'm skipping ahead. All he's talking about is poop. This guy has mental problems.
It wasn't the worst presentation. So shut the fuck up.
No.
And eat shit.
Dude, you're not funny. Good Lord. Are you done?
I know that was gross. That was the intention. That's how these people make me feel. Disgusting.
So I have to make you feel disgusted. He has to make other people feel as disgusted as he feels.
There we go. Let's continue now, shall we? Let's continue with the show. So that was the digital event. I'm feeling positive about a lot of these games, and yes, I'm excited for some of them, and I'm going to be playing most of them. Anything that's on Game Pass besides that Aura game,
Jesus
I'll probably
Christ.
try out, if not do a playthrough of. So there you go. Okay.
Okay.
So, I think that pretty much covered everything I wanted to talk about.
Cool.
Yeah, that did it. Covered everything that I wanted to talk about. So
cool.
Good stuff, and thank you for listening to my bitching and my whining.
I skipped ahead as much as I could.
Right?
Very lame.
You tuned into my show to hear that, so you actively chose to listen.
Well, you beg for money and attention, and we all just sit here and laugh at you and make fun of you.
That when you come to the Level 1 podcast, you're going to get my honest opinions about this kind of stuff. So you come here because you're interested in my opinion. It's not just me spewing my toxic shit all over the fucking social media platform just for the sake of being a part of a bunch of people who want to be toxic together, right? It's a little different. Okay. I think right now, let's just get right into shout-outs so that way we'll have time for them. So we're going to start on the YouTube side of things this week. And
people calling me, wishing me a happy birthday.
With the first super chat of the morning, a $10 super
people
chat.
being nice.
Says, Can you play WWE 2K24 and make a mixed tag team called the Burnells?
No.
No. As you know, I did
Go
not
fuck
buy
yourself, Lights of a Soul.
2K23. I have no plans to buy
Lights of a Soul is one of the
2K24.
most fucking
The whole
obnoxious
wrestling thing is
dentheads in the
I don't care
entire
about it.
denthead
And I don't
pantheon.
think we really missed out on much or anything by not doing any wrestling stuff this year, right? Like a whole year has passed. I didn't do a single sim
Go
match or
fuck
anything.
yourself, Lights of a Soul.
Did we really miss
You
out?
fucking loser.
Wrestling, you know, when I was younger, it was a big part of my life.
Lights of a Soul is so fucking obnoxious. Lights of a Soul was banned off of DSP's Twitch channel, and the only reason Lights of a Soul is back is because DSP got booted off of Twitch and he's back on YouTube. That's the only reason Lights of a Soul is even in this chat, because he was so fucking obnoxious when he was over on Twitch that DSP banned him. And now he's just a giga cuck. The guy doxes himself. What a
We know about the
such a
blood.
fucking
I
dork.
don't know where you get it.
It's so
I looked everywhere, I didn't
annoying.
see it, and now we're in the Githyanki area, and I don't know if it's there. I don't know where it is. So I guess we'll see today. Okay?
Okay.
Chumbaget did a super chat this morning and says, speaking of Akira Toriyama, he worked on a game called Sandland, which comes out in April. I think you'll dig the visuals. I'm well aware of it. We talked about it the other day. I just feel like this year is going to be a big problem. And the problem is there's just too many RPGs. I'm just going to be honest. I feel like too many companies are making the same style of game now. And you can only have a certain number of those before the market becomes dramatically oversaturated. So, for example,
Ew.
already right now, we've got Like a Dragon Infinite Well, Persona 3 Reload, right? That Grand Blue Fantasy RPG, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth all coming out within 1 month.
Yeah, they don't have to coordinate with each other
What the hell?
and say, hey,
Why?
delay your game a month
Why do we
because
have
we're an RPG
4
too.
lengthy, giant RPGs coming out in 1 month? There's no way, even if you're the biggest fan of RPGs, you can't possibly play all of those in 1 month.
You don't have
not
to.
possible,
You can
right?
play them later.
Now, after that, we got more. You're right. Sandland is coming out, and there's more coming out. It's like, I get the feeling this year will be, sadly, the year of RPG overload. Too many companies all developing the same style of game next to each other, not being spatially aware.
And
of who
he's
else is in the
ignoring
space
like all
to
the other
compete with
games
them,
that aren't
thinking
AAA
we're making the
releases,
best
Phil.
game, so it
There are
doesn't
a
matter,
lot of games
and
that
they're
come
all gonna
out
cannibalize each
that
other.
you ignore.
You can't possibly really. This would be the same.
He
as
ignors
if,
so many
like,
video games and he says that there's too many
7
video
fighting
games.
came out in 1 year. Who's gonna play 7 different
It's so
fighting games?
stupid.
Fighting games take a lot of time, a lot of investment, and a
You
lot
know.
of practice and skill. And you can't just jump into one and play it, and then go right to another and play it, and get to right to another and play it. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Like,
really.
I really feel like we're in a situation now where, because gaming has become so prominent, right, that now people are gonna pick and choose. There's no more, oh, I'm just a fan of this, so I'll buy every game in that genre. It's more,
No one does
I
that,
need to
Phil.
wait for the best ones and pick and choose. So what are people going to pick and
He
choose?
has no clue
Well,
how many
Infinite
games
Wealth
come
comes
out on a
first.
given day.
That one is going to sell like hotcakes because it's going to beat a lot of the other games to the punch.
So ignorant.
Persona 3 Reload is Game Pass. That's going to just by default sell a lot. Final Fantasy VII
Not really,
Rebirth,
if you
like,
don't
is
have
gonna
to
be the
buy
best-selling
it.
Of all of them, let's be honest, it's the
Right?
most high profile, the most heavily promoted. Final Fantasy 16 last year wasn't very good, but Final Fantasy 7 Remake was. So a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh shit, this is the one to play now," right? I think this is where all the faith
not
of Final
really.
Fantasy is going now, is in the 7 trilogy. So I just feel like that one's going to overshadow everything, And then
No.
any other
Quit
RPGs
grooming yourself.
coming out this year, people are going to be playing catch up with that. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm interested in Sandland, but I don't know anything about the storyline. I don't know about. I guess it was a manga or something.
A
It looks
manga?
interesting, but am I really gonna want to play it after having played Like a Dragon, after having played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and heading into April-ish? Am I gonna want to play another RPG? Is my audience gonna want to see another RPG? That's a lot of fucking RPGs. By the way, I'm still playing Baldur's Gate 3, and we're like 50 hours in, and we're still in Act 1.
Wow, you sound like you hate what you do.
You see what I'm saying? So I guess we'll have to see what happens. But
We'll
I
see
do
what
feel like we're in a
happens.
situation, a unique situation, where how on earth did all these giant RPGs decide to come out this year all around the same
A
time?
lot of
It
video
kinda blows
games
my
come out,
mind.
man.
And one thing
Get
I want to
over
hear,
it.
I don't want to hear
Get
a
used
single
to
one
it.
of these companies complain. and be like,
Wasn't
oh,
he just
our
crying about
game's
people who were
undersold.
complaining
You
like
did it to
10 minutes
yourself.
ago? And now he's
You
sitting
did
here
it to
complaining
yourself.
about there being
You
too
didn't
many
have
video
awareness
games.
of anything around you, what was going on in your game genre. You all released in the same time window. What did you think would happen? People would have unlimited time and resources to play all of your games at once? No, that's not going to happen. They're going to
No one thinks that they do.
to have the most production value, the most hype, and a lot of these games are going to get forgotten and swept under the rug. And that's going to be like, well, it's your fault. As game developers and also publishers or whoever's responsible for making the management decisions in these companies, they have to look at the big picture.
My God,
they
dude.
have to. A lot of them are not doing that very well. Okay? All right, I'm going to
Quit your
blow my
bitching.
nose, and then I'm going to get to tips. So hold on.
He's gonna go blow his nose. He cares about your time, you guys. He's tired of all these game publishers not respecting the fact that you don't have unlimited time, but he's just gonna get up and leave an empty chair. Just complete dead air for you. Again, just, this guy was born without the capacity for self-awareness. Get back to your stream, dipshit. Sit down. Continue your lame segment. How long does it take you to blow your nose? Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Not really.
All right, let's continue on here.
Let's.
So the first tip of the day is a $20 tip.
From 1 Minute Man.
Is it anonymous? It must be anonymous. I don't see a name.
Sure.
And actually, this is interesting because this tip is talking about something that I was talking with Chad about before the stream went live today. It's an interesting topic in regards to fighting games in 2023. You ready for this?
I don't know. Are you?
Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm trying to do the animation for the tip, and it's taking forever. Is it working? Okay. It looks like there's just a lot of delay on the site today. Let's get this up first. So this is a very interesting topic that I do want to address.
Hello? Come on. Get to
You
it.
ready? Okay.
Are you ready?
Thank you for the $20 tip, anonymous tipper. Here's what they have to say.
You already said
I
that.
recently saw the best-selling games of last year. Mortal Kombat 1 actually outsold Street Fighter 6. From what you said, I would have thought that Mortal Kombat 1 was a fail, but I guess more people like it than Street Fighter. Why do you think that is? I'm not trying to be mean or annoying. I just want your real opinion.
I'm not trying to be mean or annoying.
Here's the difference.
I know
and
you're a
what you
giant
will understand.
asshole who
Sales do
snaps
not
at people
profit
for
in
any
way, shape, or
possible
form.
reason you can come
What's
up
the
with, so
best-selling
I gotta
game of almost
preface my
every year?
message
Call
by
of
being
Duty.
like,
Do you think
you know,
Call of
I'm not
Duty is
trying
the
to be
best game
mean or
every year?
anything, buddy.
What's like the second or third best-selling game every year? Madden. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Madden. Is Madden the best game every year? Does people even talk about it outside of its own circle?
Do people
No.
talk about it outside of the
difference
people
here
who talk about it?
Is hype and mainstream
Oh, no,
appeal
man.
versus actual
Good
quality.
point.
All right, if you want an apples-to-apples comparison of
You
Street
got
Fighter
it,
6
man.
and Mortal
Those Madden
Kombat,
bros.
okay, visually, you can argue.
Does anybody talk about
they
it?
both
Oh,
look
it's
great.
aside from the people
I
who talk
personally
about
think
it.
Street Fighter 6's graphical style is better.
Oh, wow.
You might disagree and say that Mortal Kombat's better. That's a personal
Got
preference,
'em.
but they both look good. Okay, how do they play? Street Fighter 6 has tons of new gameplay elements and is an incredibly complex engine. It's easy to jump into and hard to master. It's great. Mortal Kombat 1 is a simpleton's game engine. It's just
Thank you,
on
Will
paper.
Moses.
This is not me, in my opinion. This is just facts. It's an easy mode game engine. There's not much to it. It's not complex. All
Then
right?
why
They
do you suck at
disagree,
it?
The
Are you
only
just dumb?
variable is the assist characters. I can't remember what they're called.
Cameos.
It's basically the whole game is based on those assists that come in. Because outside of that, it plays just like the same as all the previous Mortal Kombats. In fact, they removed elements from the last one that made it better and made it even more simple to play.
Can you name any of
As a
these elements that they
competitive game,
removed?
It doesn't hold water. It doesn't.
Of course
it's
not.
balanced well. A lot of those assist characters are just broken. And the entire game is based on an idea of mixing you up, meaning you don't know how to block properly, so they can land a combo and do giant damage. The problem is, and this is the third factor, the online play. They are not even
He complains
close to
about
being
the
equivalent.
online play
Street
in
Fighter
every
6
fighting
is
game.
way better than Mortal
complains
Kombat
about it
1.
in Street
When you go
Fighter.
play online, Mortal Kombat 1 frequently has awful connections of around 100 milliseconds or higher. That's not competitively viable. And when you have a game that the entire game is based on recognizing what's going on and either blocking high or low, and if you can't do that, you die, the game sucks online. All right?
Maybe you suck
Now,
online.
Outside of that, what other content does it have? Well, each game had a unique single-player mode. You know, Mortal Kombat had a story mode and also had what was it called? It's not the crypt. It's whatever they call it in this one. I've already forgotten
This
what
one
it's
had a
called.
story
But it's
mode
got its own
too.
board game style mode. Street Fighter 6 has its own World Tour mode, which has a story, also tying in with creating your own.
This Mortal Kombat had a story mode as well.
30 hours. So each game has viable content, all right, for people who aren't necessarily competitive, but want to just do more casual stuff and have single player content. That's in there too, all right. But if you're literally going apples to apples, Street Fighter 6 absolutely is the better game than Mortal Kombat 1 for sure, all right. And what's funny is if you take a look at player retention. All right, Street Fighter 6, yeah, they lost a lot of players over time. They're going to. It's 7 months in, but compare that to Mortal Kombat 1 within 3 months lost the vast majority of its player base. People bought it, played through the single player mode.
It's the same thing with every fighting game.
Online, said meh, and moved on. Street Fighter 6, a lot of people got hooked and are still playing it competitively.
A lot of people.
That's the
whatever that
difference,
means.
Right? So then you might say, well, I don't get it. Why did Mortal Kombat 1 sell so much more than Street Fighter 6, right? It's very simple. Hype. And let's be honest, people don't buy games for quality. They buy it for silly reasons. In the 1990s, Mortal Kombat in the United States was more popular than Street Fighter. Why? Gore. Because of the gore. Literally the only reason. It didn't play better. It didn't have a better cast of characters. It's because you could rip someone's arms off and shove them up their dick hole.
No, you couldn't, but nice fantasizing about dicks.
All over the camera.
I don't know why you can't keep yourself from fantasizing about penises, but you might want to get that looked at.
It's a gimmick, and it doesn't last. Yeah, it's cool to see all the fatalities, and once you've seen them all once, big deal, right? Like, who fucking cares?
Which version of Mortal Kombat were you playing?
Everyone runs and buys the new Mortal Kombat to be part of the group. Everyone's playing Mortal Kombat, and then within 2 months, they don't play it ever again. So that's the difference. It's more of a, oh, it's a hype game. Go buy it because everyone else got it. Play it for a little bit. Okay, it's stupid, and stop playing it. Street Fighter 6 is, oh, I bought it. Oh my god, the game's catchy. It's fun. I'm getting like a certain character.
Mortal Kombat was more fun.
Play online. Maybe I'll go to a tournament. It's a little different, right? It's meant to be more of a serious game.
It's more fun, but also more serious.
It's that simple.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
Quality versus hype. Mortal Kombat 1 always
makes a lot of sense.
Has the hype. Like, yeah, your game is not good. You did not put effort into your game. Mortal Kombat 1 is a totally phoned in, dialed in, whatever you want to say.
Well, why don't you make your own game, Phil?
The only new thing
this is a guy who was bitching about people who are complaining about games not being perfect, and here he is shitting on Mortal Kombat. DSP, stop pooping. Stop poopy caca-dookie-ing on everything, Phil. Rewind and argue with yourself.
The character wasn't getting combos to land, and the other person always did. It was completely unbalanced. They fucked their whole game up at launch. But somehow we forgave them for that. It's like, it's
I guess I'm just being an old gamer because I'm tired of all these people complaining about these video games. Are you done?
People need to stop with the hype. It's that simple.
I thought you said people need to stop with the complaining.
As many sales as it got at all. It was actually a poor version. It was one out of all the versions of Mortal Kombat I have played in the last 15 years as a YouTuber, that was the worst one. Like, no exaggeration. There was no innovation, nothing of interest. The story sucked. They ruined the story of the franchise.
Why did it suck?
Was terrible. They didn't try to make it interesting. They just barely gave effort. And that's sad. You know, NetherRealm at one point was the company.
No, I don't know. You're not making a point.
Mortal Kombat Injustice. And now there was a big dead time, and they just pump out another Mortal Kombat that's shitty. It's like, wow, they fucked this up.
Ew.
So I guess we'll have to see, but that's why. Being honest, Mortal Kombat will sell more based on hype.
By the way, when he says he's just being honest, he doesn't mean he's being honest.
But it sold less.
It just means he wants you to pay attention so he can lie to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I received a $2.50 tip from Lady Charisma. Sound like whoever is doing it is taking advantage of regional pricing. It's shocking YouTube does not have a safety precaution for it.
A safety precaution? Like, what would that be?
Match the country. Yeah, YouTube, it's an exploit. Because the thing
safety
is, you can't do this for every country. From what I'm to understand, there's at least 2 countries that people are doing this on YouTube, and they have not fixed it. It's an listen, it's an exploit. It's 100%. It's an exploit. This is
no, it isn't.
YouTube did not say, oh yeah, we want, if you're from that country, we want it that you spend $1 and you can get the equivalent of what someone has to spend thousands of dollars in another country for. That's not an intended outcome of YouTube. Obviously, they fucked up. and they
Well,
need to
apparently
fix
it
They
is,
haven't yet,
since
okay?
that's how it is.
I received a $10 tip. Let's see here.
Let's see here.
Tarantula MS, who says, "Hey, Phil, what's going on,
Hey,
Tarantula?
Phil.
How are you?
Hi.
Good to have you.
Here's
here today. Thank
$10 just so I can say hello.
you. And welcome to the stream, and thank you for the support.
These people need help.
Hope everything's going well for you. I hope you're ready for another fun
You don't
week here on
care.
ESP Gaming. It's going to be a good one. All right.
Hello.
Cool.
Cool.
Let's see here.
Let's see here. Again, let's see here. Let's see here. Let us see here.
Okay, bear with me. While I do this.
Bro,
And this.
get to it.
And
You get this and do this.
And... Hold on.
Come on.
Okay, here we go.
Here
I
we go.
received a $20 tip this morning.
From 1 Minute
1 Minute
Man.
Man.
Mhm.
He says, maybe you can talk to the captain.
Why did that
and
take
get
so
the
long?
Yankee barrier disruptor, and beware of traps. One will kill you all.
Mm.
All right. Well, please don't spoil the area. We just got there, and we did a little bit of stuff there with
Shut the fuck up, 1 Minute Man. You're an idiot. Quit spoiling the game.
area and see what's
You
there.
stupid dent.
And I'm hoping there's good stuff there. You know, I don't know. I don't spoil. But,
Well, you
we'll
just
see what we
did.
find. Cool.
Don't spoil it. Just tell me exactly what I have to do in order to get past an area.
Already, which is excellent.
Cool.
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 All right. So
All
guys,
right.
we got a little bit of extra time.
Let's have a Q&A segment.
And what I should do very quickly is just
Quick,
recap
while
kind
you-
of the big updates that I've told you today. Update number 1 is Cat will not be on the streams again until Infinite Wealth is out, and we decide how we're going to do gameplay. Our intention is to do the
Bye,
simulated
Cat.
gameplay of the virtual
I thought she
island. We don't
loved-
know how it works yet.
I thought she loved
So
being
we're
on
supposed to
stream,
fix
but I
that,
guess that
figure
was
it
all
out.
bullshit.
Also, we're possibly interested in doing Tekken gameplay together.
guess that
We
was
don't
a
know how that
lie.
works because she's going to get it on Xbox. I'm going to get it on PlayStation. And because of that, I don't know how the crossplay works, or if there's a way that we could play her version on my Xbox. So, like, maybe I could watch her play the arcade mode, and we could do content of that. But I don't know how that works, so we're looking into that. And if you guys have any information on that, we'd appreciate that. So that's number 1.
How about you look it up?
Number 2, specs all over this dang thing. Number 2, tomorrow I will have some updates on this documentary, because I know I haven't talked to you guys about it in ages, and I will have updates on it tomorrow for you. Okay, it's number 2. Number 3, this Sunday is my first ever stream on DSP Throwback.
Like, he's
on
not going to
Sunday
tell
night
you
at
when the
6:45
documentary is going to
Pacific
come
time. I
out.
hope you'll join me
So,
for it.
what
And it's gonna
information
be
would
me reacting to
you?
the Red Dead 1 playthrough, and likely
Would you
cringing at my
expect
old
to
commentary,
hear?
but also laughing at some of the old stuff and funny stuff that happened back in the day with my old gameplay. That should be
Yeah,
fun to
you
do.
calling people like
And
F slurs
tomorrow,
and
we're going to be checking out for the first time ever this new game, Pal World, on stream.
talking about
It
shit that
came
gets
out
you
on Game Pass,
banned.
and it seems to be becoming
You just
popular.
laugh and
People
have
want to
fun
check
with
it out. I'm
stuff
checking
that
it
you
out
say
tomorrow
is
in the daytime stream.
stupid and you don't
So
do
those are
anymore.
the real big update, the bullet
Right.
points for you for today's podcast. Okay.
Okay.
I also received a $5 tip. I've heard your response on stream about MK1 versus Street Fighter 6. That makes sense. Thanks for the response. Another factor could be
Bruh.
DLC characters. It was made for Injustice.
people are so
which we
down
can play
bad.
Later. You're right.
I heard
People
your
were saying
answer.
with
Thank
that
you for
a lot of
answering my
DLC
question.
characters
Here's
that are in Mortal
$5
Kombat 1
to
were actually
acknowledge
supposed to be
your
Injustice
acknowledgement.
characters. I mean, come on. You're talking about two
Okay.
characters
Only
that are
as
kinda
coffee
like
sock
Superman,
accounts are
right?
going
But
wild,
it's
man.
not in a game that has Superman or other superheroes. It's obvious that they were supposed to be making Injustice if something went wrong. I genuinely
Yeah, I
wonder what
usually
happened.
stream on Twitch.
Do you think they
typically.
lost the license or something? Because I bet you they were making Injustice 3 and something went wrong. Because how is it that they're not talking about it whatsoever? It's very weird.
Conspiracy theory?
Anyway, thank you for the tip.
Anyway.
Okay. King Be Cruel says, did you know Temple of Doom is a prequel to Raiders? A lot of people don't know that. Huh? Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is a prequel to Raiders of the Lost Ark? I did not know that. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, what do you mean what went wrong? Maybe they just don't think another fighting game will do well. Maybe they
Is that
want
factually
a
true?
team-based shooter instead. do you mean something went wrong?
That doesn't make sense though. Doesn't he reference Marion in Temple of Doom? I thought he did. Huh.
Oh well, moving on.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember. I haven't seen him.
I
in
don't
ages.
remember.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, moving on.
I just realized I don't have live chat open. I have top chat, and I'm missing certain messages. And immediately I found a troll, and I banned him. I was like,
Got
"Something's wrong
him.
here." I was like, "Oh, there we go." What's the nerdiest items I've ever collected? What's the nerdiest items I've ever collected?
How about those little Street Fighter figurines? That's pretty nerdy.
Comic books? I don't even know. You know, I collected comic books back when they were considered nerdy. You know, they didn't become more pop culture until like the last 15 years. When I collected them in the 90s, people were like, "Oh, you're a nerd. You get comics," right?
No, they called you a nerd because you were... I mean, I don't think they called you a nerd. Like, nerds know how to do things.
Also,
Like,
again, when I
they're
was a gamer
skilled
in the 80s
and they're
90s, that
talented
was
in one thing or
considered
another.
very nerdy to be
You're just a
gamer.
fucking dork. You're worthless. You can't do fucking anything. So I don't think anyone called you a nerd, Phil, but
let's see
sure.
here.
He's so
I
bullied.
got a $4 tip from Super Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix.
Go fuck yourself.
No offense, I feel you're a Street Fighter fanboy. You probably didn't like Mortal Kombat back in the 90s. Oh, that's completely false. I played Mortal Kombat a ton back in the 90s. You know, I played whatever was popular in the arcade, and a lot of people played
He
Mortal
played
Kombat
whatever
over
was
Street Fighter
popular.
for a while. So I ended
But
up
he was
playing
called a
lot of
nerd.
Mortal Kombat.
Right.
What the heck? I keep pressing the wrong button. There we go. It's particularly back around the Mortal Kombat 3 and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 period. That was more popular in arcades, and I played that. Oh, also Killer Instinct was huge.
Sure.
He says, it's fine. It's like Jack Frags. He's an FPS YouTuber who plays Battlefield. He prefers it over Call of Duty, but will tolerate it for a while until the next big Battlefield comes out.
Stop comparing me to other
I'm telling you,
YouTubers.
like, I get it. I
Yeah,
actually
what about
did
all
like
the
Mortal
stupid
Kombat.
fucking
I'm telling you,
statues
from
he
a
bought?
competitive
That's kind of
standpoint,
nerdy.
Street Fighter is a better competitive
All those
game than
statues
Mortal
of
Kombat.
characters that he didn't even know what their names was. Like, he had a statue of Marcus Phoenix and he called it a statue of Cole.
Parry.
He had a
Perfect
statue
parry.
of Black Cat and he
Driving
called it
back.
a statue of
Drive
Shadow Cat.
reversal, right? Super moves. 3 different levels of super move.
He didn't even give a
Drive
fuck
rush.
about who these people were, but he would just buy the statues
You know, that's
because
basic stuff that's put into the
he
game.
was
That's
bad with
all
money.
Complexities of the engine, right? That are all new things and stuff like that. Mortal Kombat 1 literally plays like the last 3 games.
No, it doesn't.
Except
I thought you said
actually
they
removed things from the
so
engine
it doesn't.
that were in the last one to make it more simple. And the one thing they added was the assists. That's literally it. That's the game. It's a simple
Again, he doesn't know what the word
compared to
literally
Street Fighter 6
means.
that's ultimately complex and makes you learn all these nuances and things about it.
Aside from the
Mortal
things that they
Kombat 1 can be
changed, it's
learned in, like, 15
literally the
minutes.
same.
It's just not a complex game in any way, shape, or form.
Any way,
okay?
shape, or form, sure.
And that's not me hating on the game. That's just me being honest.
That's just me stating
From
facts,
a competitive
okay?
standpoint, someone who's played competitive games his whole life, it ain't very good.
You
They
suck at
really
competitive
didn't put
games,
effort into
bro.
it. They just wanted to
You're the
pump it up
joke of
and
the
have it set.
FGC.
Let's see here.
Alright. Let's see here.
Dapia, thank you for the super chat, Dapia. I appreciate that. Dapia. King Be Cruel says, when we submit stuff for DSP Reacts, do I ever read the submissions? I added text for context. When you submit it, it goes to the comment section. I have to manually approve every comment. And then, the night before
Almost
the
died
React
there.
show, I go into those approved comments, and I make the playlist. And that's based on the fact that the videos are usable on the show. So, for example, if it's something with heavy copyright music and stuff, I can't use it. If it's something that is flagged for adults only, I can't use it. If it's a video that says this is specifically for kids, I can't use it. So I have to do
Flagged
that.
for
Now,
adults
do
only.
I read all the comments people put up?
Does that
For the most part,
content
yeah.
even exist on
I'll skim the
YouTube?
comment to see what it's about. And but I don't screen, for example. I'm not going to
dead.
fully
God damn it.
play and watch every video and already know what it is before the show. I mean, that
so
takes away the
dead.
element of surprise, right? Like, as long as generally it sounds like something I'm interested in, and it's not against the rules of the show.
Yeah, I'm
it's
dead.
not
I
something
can't
that's gonna
survive
get me in
this.
trouble on YouTube, I'll watch. You've seen the stuff I've watched on the show, right? So yeah, in general, if you put a comment on there, yes, absolutely, I will see it and read it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. This game is not going well.
I received a $5 tip from Dan the Man. Thank you, Dan the Man, for a $5 tip this morning. I appreciate that.
So many fucking sock accounts. It's the laziest form of gaslighting to make people think his fan base is larger than it is, when it's all just the same people tipping under different names. Bleh, thanks, right into the microphone. Much appreciated. What a great streamer.
Oh, let's see here.
Let's see here.
Oh no, I don't have I do not have Ubisoft Plus anymore. I only had it for the 1 month.
Wrap it up, bro.
I don't have that.
These Q&A segments are terrible and lazy.
So no, I don't still have that.
Hello.
Declan.
Dead
thank you this morning for the
air.
Super chat. Good to see you, and I appreciate that. Yes, I'm doing well. I'm very much looking forward to this new week of streaming. I think it's going to be a great one. Thank you, Declan.
And then tips completely dry up during gameplay.
Some people had said stuff, but it scrolled off the screen and I missed it. Let's see.
Thank you, don't touch my no square. Appreciated.
I answered that one.
Thank you, everyone in chat who is hanging out and watching this terrible pre-stream.
Connor, thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what's in this gift area. I don't spoil. But obviously, if there's stuff that I'm majorly missing and people wanted to help me, if you think it's like interesting.
Tell me exactly what to do, but don't spoil anything.
Oh, by the way, there's a super rare sword right over there. All you got to do is this, is it? Don't tell me that. That's kind of a big spoiler. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they do that anyways.
RPGs will cannibalize each other. Won't people get the game they want no matter what? Escanor, the reason that the games will cannibalize each other is because sadly, as living beings, human beings,
oh my God,
we have limitations, right?
Whoa, I didn't realize that. Talk down to me more, Phil.
Amount of money.
Here, have $5 so you can talk down to me.
We're not beings that don't have confinements. We do.
Whoa, this is blowing my mind, man.
Yes, if every single person on Earth had infinite wealth and had infinite time, we could all just sit around playing every RPG, right? We don't. We have lives. We have stuff going on.
You don't have a life.
Everyone could just sit around and play 100-hour RPG.
You don't do anything.
Another 100-hour RPG, and then another 100-hour
You don't know how to
RPG,
do
and
anything.
another 100-hour RPG within 1 month. Not everyone can even afford 4 video games in 1 month, right? So if you got a certain genre that you're the biggest
they're all on Game Pass.
fan of, RPGs or fighting games or shooters, and 7 of them are coming out in 3 months. Number 1, how are you supposed to afford all those games? And number 2, how do you have time to play them all? You see? And the problem is, if you wait, you might say, oh, well, you could just wait. You're right. But number 1, we're not all immortal. And number 2, the whole feeling
we're not
of
all
hype
immortal.
around the
Only
game
some of
dies
us.
out after a few months, right? Yeah, I'll tell you, I think that there is this feeling of maybe artificial euphoria that comes from knowing you're playing a game that's a hot new release when it's a hot new release.
That's just you, Phil.
Tons of other people on the planet and enjoying it along with them.
That's
and
just
everyone's talking
you.
on social media and memeing about it and talking about the game, and there's guides out for it and everything, as opposed to, you know,
it's just all projection. He doesn't know anyone else. He doesn't have any friends. So how can you think that you know what other people are thinking?
So there you go.
You barely even know what you're thinking.
There's your answer.
Yeah, great
I
answer.
received a $2 tip.
God, wrap it up.
Hey Phil, I've never played any Final Fantasy game before. I'm a huge RPG fan. Any tips before I start the remake? I want to play it before Rebirth comes out. Final Fantasy VII Remake? Yeah. Here's the thing. If you played the original Final Fantasy games, you're going to understand a ton of references and things in that game. But I think it's a fine game even if you don't get it. I just feel like something's lost. Like, for example, I do find it disappointing. I did not replay the original Final Fantasy VII before I played the remake because
I thought he did.
Remake, there was all these references to things, and at the end, particularly, and the reason that they're
I thought he
because
literally did.
Making it known, this is a totally different take on Final Fantasy VII
Okay.
that will not follow the plot of the original game.
Guess he
exactly.
forgot.
There's going to be changes and variations and things. But because I hadn't played the original right before the remake, I didn't really.
He didn't play it
pick
right
up
before the
on all of
remake,
those
just a
changes
couple months
right
before.
away,
Okay,
and
all
that
right.
kind of sucks. That
Semantics.
I think I felt I would have got more out of the game if I had done that. I still think that remake is a great game as a standalone game. It's still
God,
a
I'm running
fine
out of
game.
music to
Tons
play in
of
the
content, great
background. He's just
graphics,
rambling.
Fun, engaging combat. You know, good stuff in there. But I think I would have liked it more having known the differences from the original to the remake.
You already said that.
And it was a little disappointing because, again, if they had properly marketed that game the way it was, said a new take on the Final Fantasy VII, you know, plot.
Wow, that really just rolls off the tongue. A new take on the Final Fantasy VII, you know.
It was kind of misrepresented.
They should have printed that in the box. A new, like, you know, like whatever or something.
Question. He says, do you still have beef with Mega 64? I never had beef with Mega 64.
Yeah, you did.
I know you had some choice words with them back in the day. Have you resolved that? I did not have any choice words with them back in the day. This is all false
Yes, he did.
This is all lies. No.
You like how he constantly says that he's learned from his past and he's grown. But if you tell him about all the fucked up shit he did in the past, he tells you, no, none of that ever happened. So how can you learn from things that you can't even admit that you've ever done?
Interaction I ever had with Mega 64.
He can't even admit the bad things that he's done, but trust him, man, he's learned from it and grown from it.
64 was like over a decade ago. Back
A
when I lived in
butthurt little man baby.
All right. The original Game Awards. Before it was the Game Awards, I don't even know what they were called back then.
No, now he
but it
tells
was
you
on
about all the
TV,
shit that he talked to
and
them.
I just happened
Here's
to
all
have
the
it
shit that
on
I talked about him, but he
television,
didn't talk any
and
shit about
they had
them.
a skit going with Mega 64 in it,
Then
and basically I crapped all over them on Twitter. I tweeted, "Oh, what is this? It's terrible." It's a
Yeah,
really
'cause you
bad
didn't
segment.
understand parody.
I have no idea who these guys are. Now I really have no idea because the segment was done so poorly and blah blah blah. And so really, did I have any reason to do that? No. I mean, I think
Yeah,
I was
but you
just like
did,
a
though.
negative dude back then.
Kind of funny
I
how
just
you said
crapped
that
on
you
them for
didn't
no
do
reason.
anything.
I didn't know who they were, you know. And I guess
Then
they
maybe you
were
should have
pissed
shut
at
the
that,
fuck up if you
that I
didn't know
did that or
anything.
whatever. I don't know if they just dismissed
Oh,
it
whoa.
or it was pissy, but I literally never spoke with them. Like not once ever did I ever speak with Mega 64 or
That
have any
didn't
real beef
stop
with
you from
them.
talking
It
a
was
bunch of
just
shit
me
about them.
criticizing that one time when they were on the Game Awards and I thought their segment was terrible.
Yeah, that was you
And then
talking
years
shit
later,
about
I
them.
publicly apologized. I actually went and I apologized on Twitter to them, and I said, you know, I'm a different guy now. I've changed, and
I'm a
back in the day,
different
I would
guy
lash
now.
Out at people I didn't even know for no good reason, and
The
I
boogie
wanna let you
defense.
know that
All
that
those
was
things you
wrong
want to
when I
make
did
fun
that
of me
back then,
for
and I
was when I was
apologized
in a
for it, and
bad
they actually forgave me. They
headspace.
said, no
So
problem. You know, we don't think about it anymore. It's
so
not
I
a
get
big
to make
deal.
fun of everyone
We all
else
changed. That was
forever,
it.
but if you make fun of
So
me
we
for
actually,
anything,
you know,
then I just
even
have
if
this
you could argue
defensive,
that
oh,
there
I've changed
was
now. I'm different.
beef,
I'm different than I was then.
we took care of
Ha
that
ha ha
years
ha
ago.
ha.
So I have no idea why on earth
Pretty
you
cool,
just
huh?
brought that up. Is there a reason particularly why you just brought them up? I have no clue.
Because you're acting really weird about it.
What's up, Genesis Gaming? How you doing? He says 23 months of perfect dice rolls. Keep it up. Well, thank you, Genesis Gaming.
Perfect at dice rolls? The fuck are you talking about? Hello? Phil? Phil, you know you're live, right? You're recording? Hello?
No links are not allowed in the chat. Can you submit a Mega 64 video for the React channel? Yes. Why would we have watched Mega 64 on there before? That was actually some videos from last year. Some of the earlier videos for the show was that. Yeah, you could do that. What's up, Usagi Jojo? How you doing?
Better than you, I'm guessing. Oh, I don't know. I mean, he's a fan of DSP, so he's probably not doing any better. Hello? Wrap it up, man. You're out of time. Look at him. He's just sitting there just frozen. Dude. You're so
Jack
fucking
Gaming says, Last of Us
obnoxious.
Part 2's no return mode is pretty fun. Is
Come
that the
on.
roguelike mode?
Wrap it up.
Isn't it just like infinite survival?
This was a jam-packed show, by the way, he
It's
teased.
not coming or something like that.
He never overpromises and underdelivers. Come on.
Resident Evil 0 will conclude
Wrap it
on
the fuck
Monday.
up.
We're gonna do it on Monday now. I don't think it's even gonna take the whole stream, honestly. but
Yeah,
guess
I
we'll
know.
see.
He's so much more unbearable than ever. This is why I don't watch the pre-streams that
Light of
consistently
Soul.
anymore. Ew.
Did a super chat. He says DSP reacts to Project 7. A lot of people, I'm sure, haven't watched.
He's
that
already
yet.
done that, you fucking moron.
We already did that years ago. It was during one of my
You
first ever
stupid
retrospectives.
dipshit.
It was many years ago at this point, but before I had a
Well,
reaction.
I'll take your money anyways, even though you're wrong.
Reacted to it.
Get fucked, Lucifer Soul, you fucking
we could always
twat.
do another one if that's something people were interested in, but I don't foresee there being much interest. That old stuff, there's not interest in it. You understand that, right? Like, for some
Lights
reason,
of Soul
there's
is so
like
fucking
nostalgia about that
obnoxious,
time
man.
period. But for a lot of people, you know,
I've already said that though.
most people don't even know what that is. Like, Project
The guy's
7
on
is
Twitter doxing his real
right?
name, which is
Why would I care
Jonathan
about that in
Moreno.
2024?
Talks
Like,
about
what's that?
how he worked
Right?
at Starbucks and he hated it, and
To be
then he
honest,
quit
it wasn't that good to
Starbucks and
begin
went to
with.
work at
We all know
Walmart.
that.
And then when
The
he
whole
worked
point
at
of Project
Walmart, he was
7
like
was it was
on
to be
Twitter
cheesy,
shitting on all the people that he worked with at
quality
Starbucks,
level
like
internet
making fun of their
series.
income.
Bad acting, you know,
Like
silly
saying,
effects.
"Oh man, I make so much money,
Wasn't
so much more
great.
money
It was
now
meant to be
than
something
those
fun,
old
friends with
people that I
fans
worked
and
with at
everything.
Starbucks." It's like
You know,
the
I don't
dude
know why
lives with
people
his
even talk about
parents.
it
Like he's
today,
such a fucking
right? Like,
creepy
what's the
douchebag.
point?
I fucking hate Lucifer Soul, man. Such a fucking dork. Like, so fucking cringe. And here he is, another $5. Save up your money to move out of your parents' house, you fucking loser. Thank you for the award of DSP Fan of 2023. Screw Derek. This motherfucker needs to get on his medication. He is so fucking cringe. Thank you for the award of DSP Fan of 2023. Screw Derek. He spent $5 to say that. Good God.
Punch, we're
people
going to be
need
trying Pal World tomorrow.
Fucking mental
It's
health.
going to be tomorrow's main stream. People are coming late and like, hey, did you hear Pal World sold a lot and everyone's playing it? Yeah, we're doing it tomorrow.
Good
I didn't want to change it
God.
today because that would be messed up. We already told people we're doing Baldur's Gate 2
Get a
today,
life,
but
Lucifer
we're doing it
Soul.
tomorrow. Okay.
Guy's so fucking cringe. Are you done,
All right, any last
Phil?
minute stuff, guys?
No.
Oh, Jade, you're feeling better. I'm glad to hear that, and I'll see.
I'm
if she's
glad
ready
to
tonight.
hear you're
Sounds
feeling
good.
better,
See you later,
Jade.
Danny wants to know who I'm using in Tekken 8. I can tell you right now, first person I'll use is Paul.
What did he even say?
Paul's the character I use since.
I feel 99C ton SF. What the fuck? How can you even decipher what he meant by that? Well, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, Jade. I feel 99C C ton SF. What? Oh, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better. What the fuck are you talking about? This is your DSP fan. This is how they act. I feel 99. Wow, I'm glad to hear you feel 99, Jade.
Day
Can you
one.
walk? No?
I know the
Okay.
most with him.
I guess you're
I'll
not really
probably
feeling
try
that well.
Outside of that, I literally don't know who's in the game. I have no clue. I haven't paid attention to the roster. So, depending on who's in
99%
it,
battery on his
you know,
wheelchair.
I think there's 32 characters or something crazy like that. I'll probably end up using most of the old Tekken characters, like the ones that I know from back in the day, and try stuff with them. But I'm sure there's going to be tons of coverage and videos all over the internet for this game. So I might pick up other characters
Yeah,
too.
like
I'll start with
from
Paul and
people
King
like
probably, and then I'll probably
Rufelmonger
try
who makes
variations
fun
with
of
other
you
characters.
for being a
Wow,
scrub.
another tip.
Wow.
$2 tip. This is just bullshit. I'm just gonna ignore it. Complete nonsense.
Wow.
Never said that. I'm just gonna ignore it. It's just a troll. Okay.
Mm.
You love that, don't you? When people are like, oh, maybe if I throw him a tip and I say complete nonsensical misinformation, he'll read it on stream. No. Okay.
I agree, Phil. Make fun of the people who give you money.
All right, guys. I think it is
And
time
then bitch about when
to,
they charge it back and
to
get a
end
refund.
the show. All right. Thank you guys for a great. Every day
Thank
when
you,
I come
Fiery
back for the
Paper
first day of the
Mario.
week,
This
the podcast
pre-stream
is
has been
jam-packed,
terrible.
right?
They've been
Jam-packed full of stuff.
worse.
So I'm excited.
So
for this
much
week coming up.
worse
It's gonna be a great
lately.
one. Thank you all, and great day, great start to the day already. I hope that tomorrow
And then tips are
We'll have a lot
going to
more to talk
completely
about.
dry
We'll have
up
some
during
game news
gameplay.
and,
He's going to be
certainly
stuck at
talk
that
about
same
my
amount of
progress
money
in
for
Baldur's Gate
hours
3
and
my
hours.
Zangief experience in Street Fighter tonight, and again tomorrow I'm excited to be trying Pal World. I'm sure there'll be more information about it on the internet by then to talk about. And oh, by the way, like I said, tomorrow, remember on the show, I will have an update on this documentary. So you're not going to want to miss that.
I will.
All right? Guys, thank you all. I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.
What a terrible sign off.
All right. So let's get set up, guys. But I do have to use the restroom before we begin today.
Gross.
Yes, it is true that nature is called again.
Ew.
Nature keeps calling.
Gross.
And I hear the call of the wild and I need to answer.
Gross.
Or else we may have a situation here. You
No
don't wanna
one
be
needs
messed
to
with if you have
know any of this.
if you have to poop. Let's just put it that way.
Stop.
All right? So
It's not funny.
that's one of the biggest rules of thumb in Baldur's Gate 3. It's like the first rule is always take your time and make careful movements. Rule number 2 is always you know, take
Shut
careful-
up. God damn it, man. Shut the fuck up. You're not funny. God, he's so fucking terrible at telling jokes. Rule number 2 is, just like, duh, you know, like, fuck off. God damn. How about you figure out what you want to say before you open your mouth, so you're not just stumbling over your words? How long has he been doing this? Such a terrible public speaker. Oh, hey, nice. Apparently, Kiwi Josh, owner of Kiwi Farms, played my little animation on his Mad at the Internet stream. I'm gonna have to take a look at
Thank
that.
you so much for coming on the show, Christine. It was a real pleasure.
Yes, and thank you for having me, Keffels. And by the way,
We'll have
thanks
to
so
watch
much
that.
for taking down Kiwi Farms.
Well,
Taking down Kiwi
Well-
Farms is the pinnacle of your accomplishments.
well,
That's something nobody can ever take away from you.
Well,
If somehow the Kiwi Farms was actually online, that would be terrible and negate all of your hard work, but thankfully that will never happen.
well,
Without a doubt, Kiwi Farms is down, or my name isn't Jesus, Allah, Mohammed, Buddha, Christian, Weston, Chandler.
well,
On behalf of Darkside Phil, Wings of Redemption, Boogie, and all the other locals in the locale sphere, we all thank you.
well,
If Kiwi Farms isn't down, may God, who is me, strike me down with a bolt of lightning.
well,
I had a lot of fun making that. And speaking of It's a Gundam, I reached out to It's a Gundam to try and maybe do a little bit of editing for him. And I did hear back. I got an email back from one of his people. So I don't know where that's going to go. Hopefully it goes somewhere. And I'll let you guys know if I do any editing for It's a Gundam. Because that would be a lot of fun to edit some It's a Gundam videos. Maybe make a little bit of money on the side. I'm going to hang out with some family because it is my birthday today. Thank you everyone who stopped by and hung out and endured the sewer level podcast. What should I play as an outro song? I'll be on a little bit later to play some Lethal Company with the other streamer pals. Maybe I should play Mandatory Contributions as an outro. Thank you everyone who hung out, stopped by, played some Drawful and some Quiplash. That was a lot of fun. Thank you everybody who donated, who contributed. Wish me a happy birthday. I hope you guys have a good Friday, a good weekend. I'll be on Twitch usually, twitch.tv/Ludwig World Order, where I'm usually editing videos or doing whatever, making some content while I watch content in the background. It's very boring. Don't expect a typical stream where people just talk all the time. I'm usually watching videos, restreaming stuff as I'm doing stuff in the background. Thank you everyone who hung out. Oswald, Ricky, Mr. Casanova, Based Rubes, Sleepy Duck, Diet Pharaoh Coon, and everyone else. Here's Here's a song.
All employees, hello. Never forget. Contributions are mandatory. Excuse me, boy, did I screw that one up. Contributions are mandatory. Obvious. What is up, everyone? I'm once again requesting funds. Requiring girls pay big, maybe dying. Hold up, wait a minute. Who is that? Ludwig the Distraction. Back on the list. My business. Never come back. List anyway. Get this back. Gotta give me a little time to file lie. So the government blindside the IRS. A silly little crime. Right off microtransactions, pretending they're very necessary. Business expenses. So get that ass condition. Simply consider tipping every single penny in your possession, even if you can't read money. Even if you can't. I demand can be mandatory. Contributions. Get that ass all out of your wheelchair. Get your wallet out. Take $1 out. Then give me the rest of that now for that. Wow. And by the way, put on a shirt and tie, get to work your ass off harder than my wife gets to look at a beauty pop. Net worth these pay-to-win mechanics pay for themselves, so sell everything. Let's see. Timbo Slice, 3 times a charm. Max out, buy in, back taxes, pass snacks, DoorDash deductions, combine function like a ginormous supervillain. Origin, this house.
House or a condo?
Uh-oh.
Hello?
So this mature adult house is like a base of operation, complete with PlayStation, crappy laptop, the Switch, and jack shit. No AC. This is a stream that needs probably 3 dumb fuck cups to drop $100. That agrees with
What do
me.
you want now? Get me the fuck out of here. Shit, I don't get to have a Twitter. I hate my freaking job. Annoying as shit.
No, but really.
Pussy. I had to say it. Fuck this guy. What the fuck did I do? Stupid. Dude, I don't give up.
Back taxes, pass snacks, DoorDash deductions, combine function like a ginormous supervillain. Origin, specifically the twisted sociopath megalomaniac, running arcade machines like a huge torture chamber filled with mutants. But this string, instead of Wolverine, it's a dozen dented Derek's, and their parents are related. AVGM created the fan base I cultivated into a small cult that's gayer than AIDS. So get that ass condition. Simply consider tipping every single penny in your possession, even if you can't read money. Even if you can't. I demand can be mandatory. Contributions. Get that ass all out of your wheelchair. Get your wallet out. Take $1 out. Then give me the rest of that now for that. Wow. You know what I mean? I did nothing wrong. It's been tough begging you to hold my hand and pay for stuff. Yes, you. I need that money. I really do. There's no more choice. I'm no longer getting sacrificed like Jesus Christ. While I'm more like Michael Vick triple fights. Alright. First thing I'd like to know, we missed the goal tonight. I'm overdrafted again on dinner. Order sucks. What I'll say is this. Maybe I'll drive this bus into Twitch instead of orders lost. Explosive. Not then be known as the Unisnorter. Bye-bye.